Let's see. I don't know.
Wow.
Well, man, look, technical difficulties not on our end, so I'm gonna just go ahead and kick the show off.
Okay, so that means the people, unless they click on the link, they ain't gonna be able to see it on Facebook then, right?
You don't have to click on the link, so you might want to just leave them a message saying click on the link. For the people on the in the clutch page, they just gonna have to click on the link and just watch it from they'll have to do it from YouTube. That's all.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to the page and do that because let's see. Click on the link. Hold on. Let's just go with it.
Yeah, we're like 5 minutes in, so let's just go ahead and get this thing started, and I'll try to work it out. In the Clutch, Sports Talk and More podcast. I am your host, Daryl Earl. I am joined by my co-host.
Hey, you supposed to announce me, man. Come on. Man, look, I know we've been off for a while. But you the moderator, man. Can you give me a proper introduction?
Man, look, we've been doing this show. I know it's been a while, but we've been doing this show, and I always say I am Daryl Early. This is my co-host, and you always
say this is my co-host T. Will, and I said what it do. You usually call my name, yeah. Okay, but anyway, well, I'm T. Will, ladies and gentlemen. I'm T. Will.
Today, Smack Talk. We're gonna talk about some NFL, but the biggest thing we're gonna talk about today is the big game tomorrow: the Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the season so far.
Even with that Arizona Cardinals jersey you got on?
You know, doggone, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that the people just looking, they can tell. I got stars everywhere, so they know who I am. Are you the Arizona Cardinals? Are you the? I mean, you could be multiple. Are you the New York Giants when they playing their home games?
Is that the best you can come up with?
I'm just saying, man. Now look at now since I get on and look at it.
Is that the best you can come up with? You see it, 49ers, baby. 49ers. You know who it is.
Look at them stars. Look at them stars. I'm ready, man. It's been an interesting quarter of the way through the season, and man, this is I don't know. I'm so excited for this game tomorrow night. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. Glad to be back on the air. You know, it's been a while for us. I feel like we're coming back better, stronger than ever, and I'm just looking forward to it.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, got something great going on today. We got some special guests that's joining us on the show today. The 901 Colts Fanatics are joining us on the show today.
Oh, they got some good news today.
Yeah, they got some good news.
They signed Jonathan Taylor to a nice deal today. So I guess it was in the.
It was in the air.
It was in the air, man. It's in the air. Our special guest tonight, and then they signed a running back tonight. So this evening rather. But glad to hear that, and looking forward to talking to him on the show and see what's going on with them.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, we might as well just go ahead and bring them on.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Bring them on. Let's start off with the president.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hi, how are you? T. Will and Daryl.
What's going on?
Oh, excitement in the air for everybody.
I know.
Yeah, I know for the coast it is.
I was just about to say, not for everybody now. Just for the coast fan. That's for the coast fan.
You excited because you say you're going to whoop the Cowboys tomorrow. He excited because he said they're going to whoop y'all tomorrow. So everybody excited about the game tomorrow. I'm excited about Jonathan Taylor. All excited all around.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
We'll get your pick later. We'll get your pick later. Now, you can't have a president without a vice president, so let's bring on the vice president.
Hello.
How are you?
Sabrina?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
We got Jonathan Taylor today.
Well, they're excited.
They're excited. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to act today. That's good though.
But not 1, not 2, but 3 years.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, they got it for 3.
Oh, I didn't get all them details. Okay, so he locked in.
But wait a minute. Wait. You're making us look bad. You're supposed to do your homework. He got $26 million guaranteed over 3 years. I mean, do your homework, dude. Come on.
Hold on. First,
now, when we replay this back in the future, you mean our guest got to tell you what happened on our sports show?
Well, first off, here's the deal. See, I have to prep and get ready. I have to get the podcast set up to get ready. So I don't have time to research every single team.
Let me ask you a question. Does Shannon Sharp have to prep? Does Stephen A. Smith have to prep? I think they got to prep too. But they also do they also do their homework too. So I mean,
they got to help them. I mean, it just happened today, so it's not like
I've been with you all day, and I know that. So what's your excuse?
I just told you. I had to prep and get everything set up, make sure the mic was working, make sure the audio good.
Okay. Well, he's a liar. Audience, he's a liar because the stuff has already been prepped. The coach would tell you they got the email early in the week with all the details. The prep work was already done, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the minor stuff. Hey, we got one more coat fanatics that we're gonna add to the stream. I don't think I met him yet. I'm not sure, but we
met him. I think we talked to him. Wasn't he part of the interview? The guy that was
no, this somebody else. Let's bring him on. Let's bring him on.
This is the original.
Yeah, what's going on?
Right there.
How y'all going? I know. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's going on, T. Will? What's up with you?
Man, get out of here. What y'all? Hey, I thought you was in Texas.
He is, but that's
I'm in Texas. They asked me to get on with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Our original founder. He was just down here with us.
That's right.
Oh, I've been knowing this guy longer than you guys. I know this cat.
Oh yeah, we go way back.
That coast.
Yes, sir.
On one coast. That's the original founder there. So
I know. I remember.
You remember?
I remember. We told him some. We taught him some things about getting his club together and all that stuff. You know, we was the real OGs when we first started this fan club stuff. So,
yes, sir.
So we groomed him along, and he became president and started that Coach Nation down there. So congrats to you, man. Y'all looking good right now, and congrats.
I appreciate it.
And when he moved, he asked me and Sabrina to take over.
Yes.
See, I didn't know
the
backstory behind it because I was always saying when I thought about the coach, I said that's Sean's team. But then Sean had moved to Texas years ago, so I'm like, okay, that's nothing. So I just assumed that, okay, just another faction decided to start their own group and all that. I didn't know how all this. That's the reason why I'm surprised when he popped up. I'm like, wait a minute. I know,
Yeah, he
So it's
came.
Yeah, I passed it to
Last
it.
week I said we're gonna be on the podcast and we got to have the original founder of the Coach on there with us. Will you have time to come on? And he said yes. I said just to say hi because we were going to give you the history behind it anyway on how he started the Mid-South Coast Fanatics.
yeah.
He used to be at Clicks.
Yeah.
And then I met them in 202 and Mr. P's off of Riverdale when it was the Mr. P's over there off of Riverdale.
Yep.
It was Sean, Laquita, Shawanda,
Yep.
Isaiah, and Carrie. So it was 5 of them. Shawanda had her own thing that she was trying to start, Coast Fans of Memphis. And Sean and Laquita were running the Mid-South Coast Fanatics. Shawanda didn't really want a fan club, so she just created a page for Coach followers to follow. So I was actually Sean's secretary, and Sabrina was actually his treasurer when he left.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
good
that's
deal.
cool.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, well, they're doing a good job, man. They're doing a good job. I'm proud of them.
oh yeah, they're doing a great job. Now the question
Yeah.
the question I want to ask, Coach, how did that come about? Just
Hey, guys, that was the first play of the
Coach.
game. Maybe we over.
Somebody got something going on in the background?
Nah, me, Peyton Manning. That's when I joined the Colts fan. I was Peyton Manning fan, so it was it. And I would have been rocking with him ever since.
Me as well. I used to watch him play with Tennessee Bobs.
Excuse me. Somebody got something. Somebody got some noise in the background. Somebody got a TV going. Somebody got something going.
Oh, that's me. I got TV going. My bad.
You trying to watch Colorado over there?
Yeah, I got Colorado and Georgia playing.
Down, man.
I was like, I hear something in the background somewhere. So all that came about Peyton Manning.
Yeah, that's how I became a fan. I used to watch him play for Tennessee Ball. When he got drafted, that's where I went. Because I'm originally from Gary, Indiana. So my stepdad would have me watching the Bears, of course. And I used to watch the 49ers with Jerry Rice. He belongs to a church in Mississippi that my grandmother belonged to. I met him twice.
Okay.
So those were my football things I used to watch growing up.
Oh,
but I used to love college ball and
stayed a boy.
He went out.
You okay, Daryl?
He froze up.
You froze up over there.
Yeah, I'm okay. Am I back?
Oh, there you go.
Back.
Yeah,
I know. Everything froze up.
Man, you gotta upgrade. You gotta upgrade your Wi-Fi, man. You can't have no show, man. And shit. Every time, man, he embarrassed me. Every time he embarrassed me. Every time that he's supposed to be the head of this show and he can't get proper equipment. But you must out of New Jersey, but you can't get the proper equipment.
Hey, T. Will.
First off,
T. Will, what you say, T. Will? He sent an email out. He told us very important.
Yeah, he was very specific about how you're supposed to do things and all that. He ain't got his shit together. That's Daryl.
I ain't gonna shout out my internet provider because I don't want to get in. I'm paying extra for this, so I don't know what happened right there. It was just a glitch in the system like this.
Well, like I said, it's good for y'all, man. I'm happy for y'all. And the thing about it is, you got the typical Cowboys, 49ers, Steelers, and all that. So to rep a team that really hadn't been relevant or anything, and to start something and all that, can't nobody say you bandwagon jumping or you trying to get somebody when they're good and all that. So I love to see people with their team. I don't care if it's 5 people in a fan club. I don't care if it's 100. If you got 5 good ones and all that, it don't matter about the numbers.
Right.
Right. I agree.
The love of your team. So I've always, when Sean first started that team, a group years ago and all that type of stuff, and naturally it wasn't that many coaches, but you got to, gradually get up the numbers on that. But it didn't stop them. They came in there with us Cowboys. It may have been 1,000 of us. It may be 5 of them, but they 5 was just as powerful as our Cowboys. So,
and the sad thing, T. Will, people think that, but on our page, our 901 Coast page, and Sean will tell you from the Mid-South page, we had over 145 people on that page that live in Memphis and Memphis area. They just, I guess they're not loyal like us. But on our 901,
Right.
I
See,
I cleared
y'all-
everybody out, and we
y'all
have
missing it.
3 members on there, but only 15 faithful, and we good with them 15.
Look,
That's right. That's
y'all
right.
missing it. Y'all missing it. Y'all missing it.
What?
Y'all missing it. See, Terry's so slick.
He was checking us. I already caught it. Talking about
No,
ain't
no,
been
no.
relevant.
I
Ain't
was-
been relevant. Baby,
No.
I was on my team when they
Hey,
was doing
one thing
14,
about me. One thing
and we
about me. If
do
I'm
have
gonna
a
talk
Super
about you,
Bowl.
I ain't got no problem with talking about you. I was
You tried
really
to say
being.
we ain't
I was
relevant.
really being sincere. I was really being sincere because I know.
You throw a little shade though. You throw a little shade.
No. If I was throwing shade, I would.
He did it so subtle, like I'm complimenting you, but I'm bashing you. You gotta watch this.
I'm not. No. No. That was not
Bring
my
it up,
intention. That was not my intention. I'm really actually being sincere here. And I'm just saying it's gonna continue to grow. Y'all keep doing the right things and keep doing right by each other. It's gonna continue to grow.
Oh yeah.
It starts with the top. It starts with you guys. So that's one thing I've learned about the fan clubs when I was doing it and all that type of stuff right there. It's the integrity of your group and how you treat others and the overall love of the team. And once you keep that and don't deter from that in your way of doing things are going to happen. Good things going to happen. So.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it. Well, what we trying to do? I'm still rapping from Texas. I'm in Texas.
Yeah.
Now,
How you
in
doing down
Dallas.
there in Texas? How you doing down there? You loving it down there, don't
Oh
you?
yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. I love it down here. I love it. It's nice. I like it.
Okay. You ready to change over to this style?
See that?
Will, you
Set you up, yeah.
You don't do that.
He said he just said he loved the city. I'm sure the city loved him. I mean, come on, man.
The city. He didn't say
He
nothing.
didn't say nothing about that football team.
None of I told you, you gotta watch this guy. You gotta watch.
Don't get
He
mad at
said
me.
it.
He could have moved to Indianapolis, guy, but he chose that. He chose Dallas. Indianapolis
You're right.
is a nice
You're right.
place,
It's too cold. It's too cold.
It is so. That's why my whole family still live here, and I moved to the south.
Yes, sir.
This is before it get cold.
Well, let me ask you something. What? Tell us a little bit about. You told us a little bit about how you guys, formed the club and all that. So, what are some of the things that y'all are doing now, as far as where you're watching your watch parties? How to join for people that that want to join. You guys, and what's the criteria to join and stuff like that. So, can y'all tell us a little bit about that?
I'm gonna let my VP talk a little bit because I talk a lot.
All right, so we actually have our game watch in the Cameos located on 3920 Get Well. We also have a Facebook page. On our Facebook page is 901 Coast Fanatics. If you want to join if you don't like Facebook, we're also on Instagram, 901 Coast Fanatics. You can join from there. We're there every Sunday at Cameos. We do our game watches. We only have a $45 membership that we're charging for to come out, watch the game with us, have some fun, and everything that we get and take up, we always give back to our members. So that's one good thing I love about our fan club, because they never have to worry about where their money going, or hey, am I going to get it back? Am I going to see a return? It always goes back.
Trust me, we know about that type of stuff. You got to explain to these people where their money going.
Yep.
And they think that $45 is like $1 million to them. You would think that but it's good to always explain and use that money to give back. So everything you guys are saying, I've been there, done that. So I know how that go, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So let's see. So you got Facebook, Instagram. We know where you're going to be doing your watch parties. Are you guys going to be there tomorrow?
Yes,
sir.
Every Sunday.
That's a division game, baby, and we have a good time. Win or lose, we're gonna have a good time.
Yes, indeed. Win. We gonna win. We gonna win.
Okay,
We win.
I'm talking about win or lose, we have a good time, don't we, Sean? Hey, it
Oh
was
yeah.
a little rough last Sunday with that 20-0. I had to get up and get that music going and get the dance.
But watch out for you when you make predictions on this show, because we keep clips. Okay, and we might turn that thing. We might turn that thing around. We got a thing where we do like the afterthought, like we come back maybe Monday or Tuesday and whatever, and talk about what happened over the weekend. You know, the predictions and all that stuff. So we may use a previous clip. And you know, Sean just got the we winning. You know, I would hate to sit up there and come Tuesday and some kind of way that y'all don't happen to win. You know, Sean just might make that segment. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I hope they got a clip of y'all always saying that y'all going to the Super Bowl every year.
Hey, ma'am, you ain't heard me say that.
I'm gonna address that later.
Ma'am,
I ain't heard none of that rhetoric in a while.
They gonna win every Sunday too. You gotta believe your team gonna win. You gotta believe your team gonna win.
Gotta believe.
Hey, ma'am, hey, they didn't bit me too many times. I don't do that anymore.
What I told you. It took 26 years for them to realize they ain't going to the Super Bowl.
It took me being on a weekly meme. You know, they'll take my face and I'll be a meme on Facebook. So, you know, they ripped me a new one. So I've been on every meme that you could possibly be on Facebook. So they can't wait till Sunday night when the game is over with to put my face on something. So I don't say anything like that no more. I just said I hope to win, and I do stuff like that, and you know, hopefully they'll take it easy on me when I do stuff like that now. So
I know, right?
Ain't
can't be a fan, and that's being a fan, man. It's being a fan. Make me fun.
Yeah.
That's being a fan.
Well, see, we understand that. I'm sure the 49ers, we understand that. As Colts fans, you guys understand that. But them Dallas fans, they don't. It's like they didn't get it. They had so much prosperity for so many years, and the Jimmy Johnsons and all of them, and they just thought it was gonna keep going. And it was like, okay, well, we ain't make it this year. So after 10 years, it was like, we gotta be going. And then it took them 26 years to realize, hey, we ain't what we think we are.
Okay, you know what? We'll talk about it a little bit later, but you're right. It's been 26 years, and how many Super Bowls we got? 5? Wait a minute. I think we got 5. And I think, how many 49ers got? I think they got 5. So if we both got 5 and we ain't did nothing in the last 26 years, what did that make you?
But the 49ers been back to the Super Bowl, right?
Twice.
Yeah, but they didn't win it.
But they went back.
They didn't win it. As a matter of fact, that was the infamous Super Bowl. That was the infamous Super Bowl where the lights went off with Ray Lewis. Okay. That's the infamous Super Bowl. That they did win that one. And not only that, well, you know what? Not only that, the last 2 NFC championships, I think the 49ers was in there, but I don't think they went to the Super Bowl. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. I'm sorry. We'll talk about that later.
As far as the Baltimore Ravens, and I don't want to make excuses, but Crabtree got mugged on the goal line. But we ain't gonna make no excuses.
Well, I'll tell you what. Go talk to the ref that didn't make the call.
No. It's a loss. It's a loss.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Ain't nothing we can do about it. But what we can do, we can make it to the NFC Championship game. Has the Cowboys made it out of the divisional round?
Hey, well, you know what? If you don't win the whole thing, we 31 losers. If you don't win the Super Bowl, the other 31 are losers. So I don't care about all that. So as long as you didn't win the Super Bowl, I had my popcorn ready. When y'all lost in the championship, that was the greatest thing that happened. That was the greatest thing that happened to me, baby. Hey, I was smiling from ear to ear.
Hey,
I slept good. I slept good that night.
As a Dallas fan, that's all you can do.
Right.
You have to cheer for somebody else's downfall because you know you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you right. Okay. We together, baby. We together. But it ain't about us right now. We got a segment later for that, man. We got the Colts on here, man. Look, it ain't about us right now. Hold the hostage We'll talk about that later.
Okay, I know they're excited about Jonathan Taylor coming back. I mean, I don't have him on my fantasy roster, so it don't move me one way or another. I'm glad the young man got paid. A lot of people now keep in mind now this is first game back. So what are your realistic expectations for him tomorrow?
Ooh.
I don't think they're going to play him the entire game because this is his first game back. They're probably going to ease him into it, put him in, take him out, just because they don't want to risk that injury coming back up and he's just coming back on the field. That's my realistic. If a person thinks he's going to play the entire game, they have to be more realistic. This is his second year, so he's still kind of a rookie. And this is his first major injury.
Yeah. That sound about right, but I think it's gonna come down to, are we winning, are we losing, and how productive he's been.
Well, I think he gonna want to show off. Me myself. He got that show off mentality.
I sort of agree with Sabrina and a little bit with Daryl. I think they're not going to rush him back. I'm thinking he's going to be playing probably like 60 to 70% of the plays, and that could increase a little bit depending on his productivity. Like Daryl said, if he's being productive in those 70%, and they ask him, is he still feeling good? And he says he's feeling good, I think they'll roll with it. But it's also going to be depending on whether you guys are winning or losing, being competitive in the ball game.
Right.
Because if you're not being competitive, why keep putting him out there and all that and just gradually get him back? So I think there's a lot of different factors that's going to play into the playing time for him. But it is safe to say, and I quote him as saying that he's 100% healthy.
Yeah.
He's going through the ramp up process now. So I would give him at least 2 to 3 weeks. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to see the Jonathan Taylor. I really, really believe that, and I really think that y'all team is going to be one of them up and coming teams. And I think that the owner, I think he took the little chip off his shoulder, because I know some back and forth between those two, but I think he really thought about it and said, I got a good young quarterback. I can't jeopardize my relationship with this good stud running back, and they can be playing for years to come. So I think the cooler heads prevailed. And I think they got the deal done, and I think that they're both happy they can move forward. And I just think it's really going to be looking real good for the Colts in the next few years.
I appreciate nothing. We hope that's all we can hope for.
Well, Sean, I'm gonna ask you this question. Do you think his deal is gonna hamper other running backs moving forward? Because it's like the owner gave in. It's like the Colts owner gave in, but who was it? The Raiders and the Giants didn't give in.
Mm-hmm.
So is this gonna hurt or help them?
Man, that's a good question. I'm barely get into all that talk about the money and stuff, but I think the why they paid him, because they needed him real bad. I think he really didn't have a choice to pay him, because looking at the past games, the quarterback was doing all the running. And so now, don't get me wrong, we got a backup running back that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. But he ain't no Jonathan Taylor, so we really didn't have no choice to pay him. He had to give him that money. Well, so I think that's what made him have to pull the trigger. Everybody else might be in a different position though.
Yeah. But I still think I'm gonna disagree a little bit on that, because I think your backup running back has been serviceable. Why? I think Zach Moss has played really good in his absence. I think the quarterback has been running a little bit too much and all that.
Yeah.
But I still think that the owner came to his freaking senses. Because he's sitting up there saying, if I trade this guy, and this guy is a young guy, healthy guy, and go and help somebody else do something, like a McCaffrey go over there and help the 49ers. I mean, you'll be going off all the time saying, man, why did I do that dumb move? Because I was being upset and arrogant and all that type of stuff. So cooler heads prevailed. The right thing happened. He's in the right situation. He should be a coach Uh, I just think that it's gonna be good for y'all to have him.
Oh yeah, I believe it. But we need him. We need. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Miles, but man, you know, a super running back, man. Jonathan Taylor got the ability to get them extra yards, man, and so that's
Oh yeah,
what we
you
were
can't
missing.
compare the two. You can't compare, but I'm just saying that Moss was very serviceable
Yeah, I
while
agree.
Taylor was out. I was
Right,
surprised
right.
because when I thought about it, I said they're gonna kill that young quarterback because they ain't got no running game. But surprisingly, I've been watching Moss. Moss been catching some passes out the backfield. I think
Yep.
one game he got 100 yards rushing, and I think he got a couple touchdowns in his absence. So I think he's done a good job to be a backup to come in there and try to to do that while.
Oh yeah. I ain't taking that from.
So basically, y'all would say that Jacobs and Saquon, was it another one?
Those were the main two.
Okay, so basically they kind of caved in instead of holding out.
I think it was a win-win for both sides. And the thing about it is, keep in mind, one thing about that franchise tag, the downside of those tags, those 1 year deals, that if you get hurt during that time, you ain't on the hook in the future. But if they stay healthy and stay productive, guess what? You can only put somebody on the franchise tag twice.
Wow.
And that money continues to grow. So it's sort of like the situation with the Minnesota quarterback Cousins, how they was doing him. They had him on those 2 years of those franchise tags. I think that third year you can't do it but twice. But that second year, I think he was making 1 year. I think he made about $50 million. So that tag constantly goes up and goes up. So I think before it's all said and done,
it don't go up that much for the running backs though.
No, I'm just saying it for the quarterback. I was talking about for Cousins, not for the run. But I'm just saying it's the same concept. It dramatically goes up the amounts for each position, whatever that amount is, but it constantly goes up. That's the reason why you got to make a quick decision within those 2 years. Hey, am I going to put this player on this franchise tag 2 years? If I am, I'm finna ready to get, pay him out the frame. And number two, after those 2 years, you can't do nothing, and they can potentially go somewhere else. So I'm paying them all this money, and I still could lose, because that's what the Redskins did with Cousins those 2 years, and he ended up going to Minnesota after he broke the bank with them for 2 years. Washington put him on a franchise tag 2 years in a row, and he made so much money. And then after he made so much money, he left to go to Minnesota and sign a bigger deal. So
yeah, I was just about to say he broke the bank in 2 places.
Yeah, but my point is, it takes the option away from the team that's put you on the franchise tag. You can jump camp on him. If you don't sign me to a long-term deal, or you can sign me to a certain amount of years, okay. You just better hope I don't stay healthy, because if I stay healthy and I make this money on these 2 franchise tags, after that, I'll see you. I'm going to wherever I want to go, and I'm gonna still get paid. And I got paid real good those 2 years I was with you.
Yeah, but that was an anomaly, because Kirk Cousins, come on now.
It don't happen often. But what I'm saying, it don't happen often. But I'm saying, you asked him a question, how is it going to do Jonathan Taylor based off the other running backs, and that's what I'm saying, that they took those deals because they got a bump, they got an increase in pay for those 1 year deals. But look, guess what? Next year it's going to be the same thing. If you don't come up with something, it can be that same anomaly coming up.
But I was basing it on the fact that Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, all of those would be considered elite backs in the league. I don't think anybody ever considered Kirk Cousins an elite quarterback where, okay, we got to decide if we're going to make him the high. No, he never was on that level. So I don't even see how it even got to that with him.
I don't, as he was saying about Jonathan, I really don't think that NFL period give the running backs the what would you say, the acknowledgement that they need, because they are a big part of the game. And I think that Jonathan we don't know, none of us know the whole backup or all the information to the story, but I think his people just told him to, wait for what he want. And then Israel had to see all these other, franchises that wanted him. And like T. Will said, I really was hoping that they paid him, because I definitely didn't want to see him go nowhere else and then go over there and get a Super Bowl with them. And then like, oh man.
But you got to look at it like this. I always try to look at things from both angles, because You're talking as a fan of Jonathan Taylor and a fan of the team. But put yourself in the owner's shoes, because if you go back and look at it, if you Google what's the average
running back
lifestyle of a running back in football, I want to say it's 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the what?
The lifespan of a running back.
The lifespan of a running back in the NFL.
I'm sorry, I thought you said the lifestyle of a running back. I was like, what is that?
Lifestyle. Come on, man. I said the lifespan. The lifespan of a running back is 3 to 5 years. So you as the owner, and you're paying these paychecks to these people, and you're saying, I don't want to get these people no 80, 90 million. I know they're going to be a superstar, but the injuries at the running back position and the wear and tear that they put on their bodies and all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking as an owner, so I don't think a lot of times that they don't want to pay them because they're not good. I just think that a lot of times I'm like, okay, if I'm going to spend my money, I'd rather go for offensive line to block from a quarterback or a defensive line to rush the passer. And a lot of teams are going to this 2 running back set anyway. A lot of people are shying away. If you notice, most teams got that 1-2 punch going forward. Ain't nobody really just dogging the running backs in the ground right now, which means that, if they ain't dogging you in the ground, they amount to what the owners think they worth and stuff is going down based off of those, that situation. That's, in my opinion.
But as the owner, though, don't you think their mindset is the same like the fans, that they want to win? I mean, how you gonna win?
The owners want money.
I
know they want to win too, but
I know they want money. So how you gonna win? You can get more money when you start getting them wins in.
But it's about to me, it's about the money, and the fact is, you have to look at it that you have Richardson, that's a young quarterback, that if the ball is not being passed to the running back or the ball is not being caught by the receivers, Richardson's gonna run that ball. He gonna do whatever it takes so he can get that ball down the field. Mm-hmm. So now you come into the concept of, man, my quarterback is being willing to hurt himself, to injure himself. I just had a quarterback in Luck who was in his 20s, paid him all his money, he retired on me because he kept getting hurt. So let me pay out this running back what he needs so I can secure and have this position taken care of for these couple of years, rather than risking all this money and time that I've invested, and I'm going to invest in Richardson because I know that he's going to be a great quarterback.
That's what I felt too. I
totally agree.
I'm gonna tell you why it's about the money, and y'all let me know if I'm wrong.
Watch this, y'all.
Watch this. It ain't about if you winning anything, because Dallas ain't won nothing.
That's why I told y'all. Watch this, y'all.
They got the highest valuation.
I know it.
They got the highest valuation as far as what team, They the richest team in the league. They ain't won nothing in 26 years. Ain't been to the Super Bowl. Ain't been to the division.
When y'all replay this video, remember, look at this part. What time is? Look at the time on this clock. When I said, "Watch this, y'all," because I know it. I know him like a book.
I already know it's not about the wins. It's about that dollar, because they're investing millions of dollars into these players. So it's about that dollar. It's about that value. What can I get for the money that I'm spending out to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth?
But Sabrina, you're right though. I mean, you absolutely right, because you would think, me as an owner, don't get me wrong, I like the money too, but at the same time, I'm like, if I used all my resources to get Richardson over there in my team, I want to put him in the best situation to succeed and win. So how do I do that? I don't want him running the ball all the time. So I need to go ahead and pay this good stud young running back to take the pressure off of him and just let him manage the team. So I totally agree with you. I just don't feel like that all the owners think like that. And even though Daryl said he's really right, because I really think that the Cowboys are a prime example of that, because I stopped spending all that money with Jerry. I was one of the people going to the game 4-5 times a year, got all kind of gear. Sean, no, I mean, well, nobody more die hard than me. Well, nobody spending no more money than me. Well, nobody sit up there reffing them Cowboys more than me. But I tell you one thing is that Jerry is making a killing, from whether it's from Walmart, from whatever. So Jerry always, what bothered me with Jerry is Jerry used to always have a smile on his face. I'm like, how can you have a smile on your face and we ain't really doing that? Jerry getting that money.
Because that
Get
money
all
never stop.
avenues.
That money
Jerry want
never
that
stop.
money. But if you notice that, we've been getting better over the years, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Now Jerry's getting so old. Now a lot of this stuff is going to his son. Now his son is starting to make a lot of the decisions now, and now we're starting to get better. Jerry's taking himself out of it's my way or the highway type of thing, and he's passing this up down to his son, and his son want to win. His son want to win. So, and it's showing, you know, a lot of our problems is we get in our own way. It's not because we don't have the talent or we're not good or anything like that. We get in our own way. Stephen A. is, you know, I always say, I love Stephen A., but Stephen A. is correct. He said we are a mistake waiting to happen. He's not lying. He's not lying. And
you know what? To be honest, T. Will, is y'all offense is great this year. I got to give it to you. But y'all defense is scary. Y'all defense is scary this year.
Oh, wait a minute. Back up. Their offense.
They got a great offense this year. I ain't no hate them. I got to give it to them where it's due. The offense is great. The best thing y'all could have did was get rid of Zeke.
I'm a beg to on that. I take the defense before I take the offense.
Is good. The defense is horrible.
No, the offense is good on paper. They ain't good on the field. They good on paper.
But I do agree with T. Them owners need to get out the way and out of their ways. I wish Israel would pass our team on over to his daughter. She got plenty of great ideas. Plenty.
I didn't know that. So what's her name?
Oh shoot, you would ask me that.
But okay, well,
it started with a C, but I met her when I was in India a couple years ago at their foundation.
Okay, so you said she's got good ideas as far as what the team.
Yeah, and she'll spend that money where it needs to be spent. He be holding that money up. That's why our quarterbacks get hurt. He won't protect them, or he'll go get an old man that can't throw. He needs to get out the way and let the people he paying run the team.
Who is the old man that can't throw?
We had Rivers.
Come on now. Don't put it on Rivers now. Rivers. Now, come on now. Come on.
Man, when they got Rivers, they gonna laugh at me because I said, oh hell, what they gonna do this old man for? Then they went and got broke up Wentz that the Eagles didn't want. Then they got Matty Icy, who ain't got no ice in his hand.
That probably was the worst pickup ever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
When we got Matt Icy, I said, y'all, we ain't gonna win this year. But God said now, Matt is old and washed up. We already knew this.
Not only that, not only that, he's slow as the devil. And the thing about it is, but you guys were having offensive line problems, and then you had an old quarterback. So that wasn't a good combination, because one thing about Matt Ice, if you give him time, he will pick you apart. But that's just the problem. He wasn't getting no time, plus he's slow. So that was just a bad combination.
But he was too slow to come over there with us. And he was.
Yeah. He was.
One. Casey. Yes. Casey, the middle daughter. Casey Israel. Not Carly, but Casey. Carly like her daddy.
Gotcha. Hey, moderator, do you plan on we do commercials? Are you plan on putting a commercial on?
You must have saw me looking at it.
You should have been looking at it a long time ago.
I know, but when the conversation going good, I don't want to break that up.
Well, damn, you still gotta have we got sponsors, man. How you gonna sit up there and go to a whole show and not play their commercial?
See, we're thinking about these bills.
He thinks about the show. He think about
what it's gonna look like when the show over with it, and they tell you, man, you ain't playing my damn commercial. Well, we done paid you this money. But you talk to the coach folks for all that time, but they ain't paid you shit. But we done gave you money for a commercial. You ain't paid your commercial. I just, that's why I say I cuss him out when y'all get off the thing, because he do this shit every time. He do it every time.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, he do it every time. As big as his head is, you would think he got more sense, don't he?
Look, y'all just got a sample of him, but Selena caught it. I'm glad she did. I was gonna make sure she knew. He used to hit me with them little subtle jabs too, and I used to be like, is he complimenting me or what? but yeah, but see, I got it figured out now, so I'm one step ahead of him. Now he is right. We do need to take a commercial break. If
Okay.
I mean, y'all can stay on as long as y'all.
I got to have them because I don't want to just hear about their team. I want to hear their predictions and stuff too. So if they can stay on, I want to.
I want to ask. I want to ask him about Anthony Richardson specifically because because he came in, it was like a iffy type of draft pick, but the first week I think he didn't do too good, but then the second week I think he kind of showed up like, yeah, I do belong. So let's take this quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Simply Magic Candles, the official sponsor of all the In the Clutch podcasts. Owner and CEO Pamela Brown turned her hobby into a business. These homemade, slow-burning candles are sure to freshen up any environment. Simply Magic is a nature-friendly company that provides elegant yet affordable candles. With a variety of fragrances you can enjoy, these candles will not only entice your senses, they will enhance your mood. For more information, they can be reached at info@simplymagiccandles.com, or you can reach Pamela Brown at 901-268-5354. Simply Magic Candles, the official sponsor of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast. And we have our own scent, In the Clutch. It's great. You need to check it out. Oh yeah, we big time. We big time a little bit. Yeah, I want to go straight to this. 4 games in, what do y'all honestly think of Anthony Richardson?
Who want to take?
I'm gonna let them.
Who want?
Nobody.
I believe he got I think he got a good upside. I missed the first 2 games. I was out the country, but the last game I seen him being patient, and I think he run too much, but I think he got a good upside to him. So I kind of like him so far. On the game I did see, which was last week. So I'll say, oh, yeah, okay.
So you guys don't regret the pick. So if he had to do it all over again, not saying what he's done so far, would y'all have made the same pick, or is it somebody else that you guys had in mind that you wanted to draft?
I wanted CJ Stroud. We knew we probably wouldn't get CJ though because of the draft pick that we were in. Anthony Richardson was my next one that I was hoping that they got because I watched him in college. I watched him in the combine, and I was hoping they didn't get Levy. I just think Levy, whatever his last name is. But I saw the heart in Anthony. You can tell when somebody like really into what they do. In game 1, you could tell he was nervous, just like mostly all of the rookie quarterbacks on their first game, because I watched each one of them. They were nervous. They made a couple of mistakes. He's hungry, but he needs to control himself with running if he's going to last. But he got an arm, and we got to get some receivers that can hold a ball too.
That's right.
I think he's doing good for him being only 4 games in, and he didn't play all 4 games, so because he also was hurt.
Right.
But I feel like he's done good. If you look at the last stats from our team, when we had Andrew Luck, he's done better than those 2 quarterbacks in their first game. So I think he's done very well, and he's still a rookie. If he had all 4 games under his belt, it may be different, but he didn't. He had to go out. He had concussion protocols. So with him being hurt and still being able to do what he's doing, I think he's doing good.
Sabrina,
he got the heart.
Are you comparing Anthony Richardson to Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck?
I'm comparing stats from their first games as rookies. It's a difference now. Peyton Manning that went to the Broncos is not the same Peyton Manning that came to the Indianapolis Colts as a rookie.
Right.
Well, he wasn't really that good when he went to the Broncos, in my estimation.
Well, he got them a ring and got us a ring.
No, the defense got them a ring.
Right.
At the end of the day, who is the quarterback?
He wasn't.
Tell him, Sabrina.
Sabrina,
He'll try to bully you. You stay with it, because he'll try to bully you.
And Payman wasn't that good when he first started either. If you look at his beginning stats when he first started his games, he wasn't that good when he went to the NFL.
Yeah,
but he became one of the GOATs.
Well, no, I think
stats. If you go out there and research it, as T. Will said, T. Will researches real quick, because I know you do.
You know, I'll take care of that part of it. Yeah, the research part.
If you look at Richardson's stats, if he had been in those other 2 games, his numbers would have been up there with his. His numbers is not, I think, like less than 100 on yards compared to theirs. He did 3 touchdowns compared to them. Peyton didn't get touchdowns when he first started his first 2 games.
And less interceptions.
I'm basing on the fact that through his college career, Peyton was definitely going to be a top pick. Him and Andrew Luck. Anthony Richardson was I ain't gonna say a shaky pick, but I'm gonna say he wasn't like unanimous. He's gonna be 1, 2, this and that. So that's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that that Richardson can't.
But let me ask you something.
You know what? He came to the right team because people doubt the coach and they doubt Richardson, and he gonna prove them wrong.
One thing I like about y'all though is that you ladies, you do your research. If I had y'all on my team, I mean, if some kind of way, if y'all decide that this,
you better watch him, Sean.
There you go.
You know, if y'all decide to stop if y'all decide to stop the Colts fan club and y'all got some free time on your hands, I promise you, we can get rid of this guy up here, because I need people that do research that we can, you know what I mean? Y'all do y'all research, and I like that. That's turning me on. This guy up here, he doesn't do research, so he just talks. Whatever comes out, it just spews out his mouth. And
you can always add us, but we're gonna come in as 901 Colts.
Okay, gotcha. No problem.
He will. We know football. When guys try to talk crazy to us, we know football. I know about everybody's team, even my mother, who's a Bears fan. You know, they can't never beat us even in preseason. But when we had healthy teams, the Cowboys and the Colts, when you all played in Indy, I was at that game 8 years ago. You know, we just played y'all again because it's there 4 years. Y'all whooped out third string. But when we both had healthy teams in Indy, 23-0 was the score.
But y'all, you know what? I'm not more concerned about the
ride on the horseshoe.
I'm not really concerned about who won or lost that game. I just like your research and your knowledge, how you know every 4 years and all. See that guy right there? I'm
I'm with him now. Maybe I need to get rid of him and bring y'all on as my co-host.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna ask y'all a question.
I was wearing my coach stuff. We was 2-14.
Me too. We was at them game watchers losing, and we only won 2 games the whole year. Michelin, that's Sean.
Yeah,
that's right.
Sean would say, "We just need 2 touchdowns, 3 field goals." and a pick, and we don't win this game.
But that's the way you're supposed to think. You know what? It's gonna be so much satisfying to go through these tough times you went through, and when you start seeing them wins and all that type of stuff, man, it's gonna be such a good feeling. So you can't be fair weather and don't support them when they lose, because you know I don't like no bandwagon type. You know, even when the Cowboys, when before we started our little Super Bowl runs, and I remember when Jimmy first came over there, we was 1-15, and the only team we beat was the Redskins, who wasn't real good either.
And not real good teams, T. Will.
And I was, you know, but you know what? I took it, and I'm like, well, it's gonna get better. And Jimmy built that team and all that, and it made it that much gratifying when we start winning the Super Bowl. So I get it. I'm rooting for you. I like to see different teams. I'm tired of seeing the same old teams in the NFL do good. Like it soothes my soul that the Pittsburgh Steelers are sucking. It soothes my soul. It soothes my. You just don't know. I don't like people to get hurt. Don't get me wrong. I don't like people to get hurt. But when the Steelers lose now, all that stuff. I love it. I just love it because they used to all Roethlisberger or this and this. I said, you know what? He's gonna have to eventually retire. You're gonna eventually. I mean, everybody gonna have to do starting over. So enjoy it while you're enjoying it now. So the Steelers losing. I tell you what, it's nothing better. It's nothing better.
That's how I feel about them Patriots right now. I feel so good them Patriots losing right now because at one point that was our kryptonite. We just couldn't beat the Patriots. I said, go on, let them have Tom Brady, have they shine. Tom Brady gone and they losing. Woo, it's been a good football season.
And I'm hearing this may be the last season of Belichick too.
Might be looking like
they said the owner's like, what have you done for me lately? He's telling them, he said, man, I'm really expecting to make the playoffs this year, and no one is above not getting fired. So he's throwing little subtle shots over there to Belichick. So if Belichick don't walk away on his own, he may get his walking papers at the end of the season because I don't see it getting any better because I think they just lost Judon for the most of the year due to a biceps injury, and then they lost I think the cornerback, somebody else they tore ACL. So and those are two good people on the defense, and the offense have been sputtering. The quarterback ain't been doing nothing. So I just don't see it getting any better over there in New England. So this may be the very last season of Belichick.
Needs to be.
Well, it was almost a package deal anyway. Him and Tom Brady. I don't think the question now is, well, was Tom the reason? Was Bill the reason? No, they meshed together. So I'm not gonna give I'm not gonna put it all on Tom Brady was the reason they won all them years because Belichick did provide him with the opportunity and the schemes and everything for their success. But when you don't have that Tom Brady back there, it just shows you it makes a big difference.
That's right.
So let me ask you this, girl. You think Belichick made Brady put that deflate them balls?
I'm gonna say
this. Bad about that.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm mad about that AFC Championship.
I feel bad about that.
I think if that's what Tom needed, I don't think Belichick gonna come back and say no, inflate him to plausible deniability.
And the good thing, and you know what? I know we've been talking about some of our own teams now, but let's sort of get into these contenders and pretenders, and let's talk about some of these teams that we think so far in this first quarter of the season have been good, and you list them as contenders, and some of the ones that they thought that was going to be pretty good, that's going to be probably pretenders. So we're going to start up there with you, Shalina. Who would you say would be your top team that you say, hey, is a contender this season?
Kansas City, of course. I love Mahomes. I just love Mahomes. And I believe the Eagles gonna do good again.
Okay, so those would be your contenders. Who would be your pretenders? Those teams that's got all the hype but ain't been living up to par of what they've been doing for this first quarter of the season.
Jaguars, Bills, even though they're pretty good. On the other side,
they're pretty good.
Yeah, that's all I'm finna say, Sean. But I'm letting her have her picks. But
I said even though they're pretty good, I said that. I said that. On the other side, on the NFC side, you said the pretenders.
Yeah, you told us the contenders and the
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't say
it because it happened all the time, Cowboys.
Okay. Everybody, okay, yeah. Now keep in mind. Let me educate you. Let me educate you guys, because when I'm saying contenders and pretenders now, we basing it off so far of the first quarter of the season.
Right.
So
you know why I want to say that? Because Sabrina said it, but you missed it.
What?
They always give y'all them little easy schedules, y'all first 4 games. And then when y'all get to playing the real teams, here you go again.
We don't control the schedule. I mean, the schedule's already made out. I mean, we don't do that.
Y'all might know, but y'all ain't played nobody that's good. Nobody. Come on.
Okay. So who's in y'all division?
The Jaguars, Titans, and Texans.
Are you serious? Are you freaking kidding? Are you? Now you know what? You know what? I was. You know what? You know what? I was giving you kudos. I was giving you kudos, but
that's why y'all be at the top. Y'all have nobody in y'all division.
Okay, but y'all got
the Eagles just became something.
Gotcha. But y'all got Houston, Jacksonville, and who else?
And you know who always have been in competition with
Tennessee.
us?
And Tennessee.
Been in competition against us. But we're their kryptonite over there in that league. They was glad we got some old quarterbacks too, because we're the only one over there that has a Super Bowl, and we're the only one over there that has the most AFC South championships
in the division.
Okay. I heard enough from Shalina.
We just like y'all. Y'all been at the top with some slop, and we've been at the top with some slop. So I
gotcha. Okay, Sabrina, let's talk about.
Want to get off of me?
Let's talk about your contenders and pretenders. So who do you think is
the contenders? I would say would be the Dolphins, because they have turned some heads this year. Like they surprised me, and I was like, "Whoa, where them Dolphins come from?" Pretenders, I would say, would be the Jaguars, because everybody hyped them up last year. Everybody hyped up the Jaguars last year, and this year to see where they are without a change in their offensive line or defensive line is really sad to say.
Sabrina, you may need to be the president.
Sabrina already said it, and you missed it. Sabrina, go tell him about his
because I'm gonna tell you something. It's like you're reading from my paperwork. So I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying. Okay, I like what you're saying. Mr. Sean, the founder of the 901 Colts. Who would you say is your pretender and contender?
My pretender?
Your contender and pretender.
Tell truth.
I'm gonna say pretender. I believe Cincinnati. Look like they done took a step back, man. I don't know what's going on over there with them. And for the contender, I think I gotta go with Philadelphia. It seems like, man, they seem like they the truth.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Terry.
No, I'm gonna let you do it, because you like to take my stuff and take my knowledge and then try to steal my stuff. So I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'll wait till the last.
I'm gonna say this. As the standings are right now, I can't give Miami the contender status, because Buffalo just dismantled them. So I can't give it to them. In your division,
Eagles.
Wait a minute. In your division, like you said earlier, everybody 2-2. So
right.
I don't know if Jacksonville or Houston. I mean, if I looked at it right now and I was to say who was the hot team, I was in your division. I'm gonna say Houston seemed like the hottest team in your division. So I can't
watching them.
I mean,
we didn't ask you to break it down by division. You give your pretender and the contender.
You ain't been watching.
No, what I'm saying, I disagree with their picks. So I'm analyzing their picks, and then I'll give you my picks.
Gotcha.
But there nobody said nothing about no Houston.
Sure didn't.
Nobody said nothing about Houston.
No, what I'm saying in your division right now, because you know I'm looking at your division and I'm saying Jacksonville is you can't really say they're a contender or a pretender, because they got the same records. But
they're a pretender because they hyped them up so much.
Everybody talked them up this year. We're talking about this year.
I think based on what happened toward the end of last year, they said, okay, Jacksonville should be. It was a should be. But we're looking at now after 4 games. After 4 games, we're not saying that Jacksonville is a top contender to go to the AFC Championship right now. So I ain't Buffalo, Miami, Kansas City, of course.
Miami.
Buffalo, Miami. If you want to say Baltimore, you can throw them in on the AFC side. On the NFC side, we looking at as contenders. To me, real serious contenders. 49ers, of course. 49ers, of course. I mean, not because it's my team. Not because it's my team.
That's why he went to our division, Sabrina, because we didn't say his as a contender. I peeked it out. The Eagles going back. Y'all all right, but the Eagles gonna go back.
The Eagles, they beat us last year, so we owe them. They beat us. Our quarterback, okay, whatever. I'll say contenders on the NFC side: 49ers, Philly, and
it may be the Lions. It may be the Lions.
I'm gonna say Detroit. I don't know how real they are yet, but I'm gonna say Detroit based on what they've done so far. Yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna go. Because Dallas. That would be to me. That would be the biggest pretender. Tampa Bay sitting at 3-1.
I knew that was coming.
That's another. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't have confidence in Dallas that I would say, okay, I picked them to be in the NFC Championship game. I don't see them.
But Dallas, why I didn't put them on my list is because everyone knows Dallas is not going to go to the Super Bowl, as they say every year. So why would we even have them as a pretender when everybody know they're not going?
Man,
they ain't pretending.
and then Daryl, I caught your little Chiefs, jab while you try to talk about T. Will, but that's okay. Y'all playing all right. You're gonna go straight to our division because we didn't pick you, but that's all right. Y'all playing all right. But the Eagles or the Lions they gonna show out because the Lions, they some villains over there.
No, because I don't see Indy as I don't see them as I don't see them as a contender or a pretender. I just think that whole division is just what it is right now. It's one team some team got to win the division and represent in the playoffs, but I'm not looking at Indy right now and saying, hey, that's a AFC championship team. But I'm not looking at them at the same time and saying, hey, they not even gonna make the playoffs. So I wouldn't put them as a contender or pretender.
Have you watched?
Yeah, I watched
the first one.
I watched it. That's what I'm saying. I like Anthony Richardson. The only thing I don't like about him is at times he make poor decisions. I like a quarterback. You don't have to have the strongest arm. You don't have to have the biggest rifle, but at least be accurate on short passes and long. As long as you can do that, you can be successful in the NFL. But it don't do no good to have a cannon. You got a cannon, but you can't even throw a 5-yard out. Without it, it's erratic.
Girl, so this man is 4 games into his rookie season. Give me a break.
Give me
a freaking break, man. How are you trying to tell this man? This man is 4 games into his rookie year, and you trying to tell him? Really, technically 2 games. He was out with a concussion, and you trying to judge this man off of 2 games in the beginning of his rookie year?
He was doing the same thing in college.
We're not talking about college. This is an NFL show. We're not talking about college.
2 different games.
Right.
This is not a college show. This is an NFL show.
How many touchdowns to interceptions did Peyton Manning throw when he was at Tennessee? He wasn't no interception machine, but he came in the NFL. He was an interception machine, and he cleaned it up.
Give Richardson that same respect that you gave Peyton Manning before Peyton Manning became who he is now.
Anthony Richardson wasn't a Heisman Trophy candidate when he came out of Florida.
So who cares?
What?
Who cares?
But you come and prove him wrong.
Don't matter.
Who cares? He talking about college and Heisman Trophy. Hold on.
Who's the backup and got them people to a Super Bowl? So come on, it doesn't matter.
Hold on, do I need to take all this off and go get my college team and put my college hat on? Is this a pro show or is this a college show?
Get
Because
him
you
to
need to talk about Heisman and what Peyton Manning did in college.
What I'm saying is what you do as a college athlete should roll over into your pro career. If you was an interception machine in college, you're probably not even going to get drafted. You got to show something in college for them to even say, okay, we're going to spend all this money on a first round pick to take this quarterback. No one, I heard no one comparing Anthony Richardson, and I'm not knocking the guy. I'm telling y'all, I like him. It's just it's certain stuff that he got to clean up. But no one was comparing him to Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, or anybody else coming into the draft.
because
no
he's
one.
not neither of them. He's his own person, and he
Okay, can I get to my contenders and pretenders? Can I get to mine?
Go ahead.
Everybody, everybody's done theirs. In the NFC, I have two teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Detroit Lions. I think it's something special over there. I really, really, really think something is special going over there from the general manager on down, getting the right players there, running game, getting golf and all that stuff there. I just think a lot of good things about them. And Philadelphia, I think Philadelphia has gotten stronger.
Yeah.
From last year, I think they've gotten stronger. I think they've had a good draft.
Okay.
I don't think they've played their best football. They're 4-0, and I still think that they got some things to clean up, and they still undefeated. So that's going to be a little bit scary.
Mm-hmm.
My contenders over in the AFC is going to be Buffalo and Miami. I know Darryl didn't like Miami, but everybody have a bad game. I mean, It ain't like Buffalo is no slouch. So Miami went in there and scored 70 points the week before, but sit up there and gave up 50 to Buffalo. Buffalo was a top team, so it's not like they're a slouch. So I still think it's something special about Miami, and I think 9 out of 10 games that with that speed and all that, if the defense plays decent, that offense is going to slice you up. As long as Tua doesn't get hurt and he don't have any more concussion problems, I'm telling you, you better watch out for the Miami Dolphins. Because this is not the year. This is not the year, which brings me over to my pretenders. I think Kansas City is a pretender this year. I think the Kansas City days are over. I think the Kansas City, until they reconstruct that roster and all that, and winning with these no-name receivers and all that, and these folks are going to start locking down on Kelsey. If you notice in the first quarter of the season that Mahomes is making poor decisions. The defense ain't playing as well as they, they haven't really been a powerhouse defense anyway, but they not playing up to par. I just think that there are chinks in their armor over there in Kansas City. That I think they're done. I think they're done, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later in the show. But them in Kansas City, them in Jacksonville Jaguars are my pretenders. Jacksonville, I just don't understand what's going on. There's no way to sit up there and explain it. They got pretty much the same team back. I think they had a pretty good draft, and they just not showing it on the field. So I'm not saying they can't turn it around, but for the first quarter, we're basing this off of the first quarter of the season, and so far, I just think that they're pretenders. In the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings, we hadn't mentioned them. They're the biggest pretenders. It is. Last year, I think they ran off. I think they ran off 12 in a row, or I think they had one of the best records in football last year. I think they won like a record 8 games of 3 points of less or something on last year. So I think they had a good season last year. But if you notice, when they got to the playoffs, first round or whatever, they got knocked out. So this year, I think they won one game. They won one game this year. So I just think that they just going down here real fast. The loss of Cook in the backfield and Madison, don't get me wrong, I think he's serviceable, but I think that running game is going to put more pressure on Kirk Cousins. If you notice, Kirk Cousins is throwing 50, 60 times a game now. He's throwing up good stats, but who can't when you're throwing 50 and 60 times a game and then you're playing from behind? Who can't throw for 300 yards and a few touchdowns? So I just think that and Lord help the New York Giants. They the other pretenders. I was one of the ones that was on the record when we was talking about at the Rep Your Team party, I really thought the Giants really had made that step to turn it around. I really thought at that time they signed Saquon, and we talked to the Giants fan club, and I thought they really, really turned it around. Now, in fairness to them, their offensive line have been horrible. So they got injuries on that, but who don't have injuries? You got it's the next man up. So I'm not going to use that for an excuse, but they played probably the worst football game I've ever seen in my life a couple weeks ago. I think I forgot.
Hey, y'all, unfortunately, I gotta run, man. I gotta take care of some business.
Okay. Appreciate you, Sean, for joining the show.
All right.
You talking about a couple of weeks ago when they played y'all, right?
No. They played us week 1.
Oh, okay.
They played us week 1, but whoever they played, was it last week or the week before last, they got sacked. That quarterback got sacked by 10 times. They had 2 turnovers on the special teams. Nothing went right. I mean, they just looked horrible. And I want to say it was last week, but those were some of my,
Was it the Monday night game, T?
Yeah, who's that they played?
Oh,
whoever it was, they got, I mean, that was horrible.
I remember the game because I was watching, and I said, I'm not going to watch this no more.
Yeah, right. One of them games where you said, man, ain't no way. I felt so sorry for them. So they would be pretenders and all that. Like I say, as of right now, it's just, I don't know. But, those will be my list going into the first quarter of the season. Everybody got plenty of time to turn these things around, and the list can change. But as of right now, through the quarter of the season, those are my picks.
So you saying Dallas is not a contender or a pretender?
Did I call their name?
You did.
Okay,
so
he didn't call them.
He didn't call us either. So
this is a segment. I'm looking at the totality of all the games. I'm not focused on my team or your team. I'm here to be a journalist. I'm here to do constructive criticism. I'm looking at all the games. That comes with research. That's we're looking at everything.
Okay. Looking at research, you telling me the team that's the only team that's 4-0 in the NFC is not a contender or a pretender.
I said that Philadelphia Eagles is a contender. What are you talking about?
Okay, we're 4-0.
Are you going to sit up there and go back? Are you going? Do you want to rewind that and go see? I said Philadelphia is not even playing their best ball right now, and they're undefeated at 4-0. And I think they got good things coming. They had a good draft. Did y'all hear me say that, ladies?
Yeah,
I heard you say it too, but I didn't hear you say nothing about the other 4-0 team in the conference.
Dude, we can't name 10 teams for the pretenders and contenders. You're supposed to take a team or two and not.
It's only 2. So where do you put the 49? Because
I don't put them anywhere. They didn't make this list in this segment, so they didn't make this segment.
They didn't make anybody's list, did they?
Yeah, they didn't make it. That's what I'm saying. So
they didn't make my list.
They made my list.
I said the Eagles.
They made my list. That's fine. We got some non-believers. That's fine. That's fine.
Just like you're a non-believer on us, hey.
How is I praised Anthony Richardson?
But you did not praise down. Then you try to put our division down.
Right, you did not praise the coach.
Make sure it was 8. It was 809 T. Will when he did that. Okay?
No. I know. Trust me.
He praised a quarterback. That's not the coach.
I said the same thing that y'all said. Everybody in the division 2-2. So you can't.
But see. Y'all know who the knowledgeable person is up here and who not. Daryl talks from his heart. He talks from his. If you learn with Daryl talks from his heart. I'm a thinker. I'm analytical. I'm thinking about. I don't do that. He goes from his heart.
No, you're a stat guy, but I'm a stat guy, and I look at what my eyes tell me too.
What's your eyes tell you?
My eyes tell me that the 49ers are the best team in the league right now.
Which so happens to be your team. Which so happens to be your team, right?
It just so happens to be my team. I also look at, only because y'all brought Jacksonville up, I'm looking at Jacksonville and I'm still saying, I would expect them to be a little bit better than it. I mean, 4 games in, so how much better? You either 4-0, 3-1, that's better. it's a little bit baffling, but it's like I don't think anybody said Jacksonville to the Super Bowl this year. I don't think anybody was saying that.
Who said that the Cowboys was going to go? And you said they're a pretender. Nobody thinks the Cowboys are going to go to the Super Bowl.
No. Wait a minute. In week 1, week 2, all you heard was Dallas is the number 1 ranked team. Dallas
not from a stats person. From a delusional fan, yes, because they play sorry teams.
So I guess
Smith said it himself. Dallas play sorry teams as they always play, and Dallas ain't doing nothing extraordinary.
Stephen A. Smith wasn't saying that the first 2 weeks of the season. Stephen A. Smith had them as the number 1 team, the number 1 person, the number 1 team on his A list. Only when they lost to Arizona did everybody bring them down a peg. Because they weren't looking at the totality of it. I'm looking at it.
I'm one that I said that they're going to win, and Shalina can tell you this game, and this game, because those teams are sorry. The Cowboys always beat these teams because they trample on them.
Did you have them? Did you have them losing to Arizona?
Yeah. She did.
You had them losing to Arizona?
I did.
She did.
Because I said they're going to underestimate Arizona and they're going to lose.
Okay.
Wait a minute. So you just said they win against the sorry team. So you saying Arizona?
But I knew that they were going to underestimate Arizona.
She did.
I did.
Okay. I can't say that you did.
We even tried to stay around the game with the fan club. They show up this Sunday.
So did you think they was going to beat New England as bad as they did?
I did.
30. What was it? 38-30?
And then I've already said when y'all play the Cowboys, the 49ers are going to win against the Cowboys. I've already said that.
And what fashion? If you picking these games this good, I need to put some money on something.
She been saying it though. We be up
because
there.
I didn't have the Cowboys losing. I didn't have the Cowboys losing to Arizona. I had them possibly losing to the Patriots just because I thought they would overlook the Patriots knowing that they had the 49ers the next weekend. I didn't have them losing to Arizona.
Because I've been watching the Patriots because I told you that was our kryptonite. The Patriots, even though you think they may underestimate, the Patriots got to get it together. I don't care how much you underestimate the team. The Patriots is not the old Patriots that used to whoop on the Colts.
Yeah, but not 38-3. Not 38-3.
Look at the Broncos and the Dolphins. Who would have thought?
Not 70, but I'm not surprised they beat them. I ain't surprised they beat them, but I mean, come on, it's only been 5 times in NFL history that a team scored 70 points. So that's right. I mean, nobody expected that.
But who would have thought? But I knew that because I was like, they're gonna sit here and underestimate them Cardinals. And watch, they did.
And Daryl, to be real, football is any given Sunday. Anybody could be underestimated. You can have the best record throughout the whole time, go to the playoff and get put out. So that's one reason why I didn't pick y'all. I just see the Eagles doing something. And them Lions, they've been over there with their own little villain team, pumping the fans up, wearing the mask and all that. And that I think their receiver told them that they coming for it. They ain't won their division and they coming for it. They get their heart. They want it.
I mean, it's easy to want to win.
Y'all, like tomorrow night, y'all might get a shocker because y'all so hyped. I'm hoping for a good game.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing about it. It's not gonna sway me either way because I know how these games go. So if Dallas beat us, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I can't believe we lost to them. Do I want to win? Yeah, I want to win just because I want to beat the Cowboys. But if they beat us, it's not going to be like, oh man, this is just impossible. How could they do it? It's going to take them to play an almost perfect game to beat us.
And they just might.
But one thing about that,
he ain't perfect. And thank you. And Dak we trust.
He ain't perfect, but they can do other things. Defense,
But Dak throw too many interceptions, and he can't do that against the 49ers. The 49ers is not a team that you need to be throwing interceptions to, because they're going to take that and they're going to make a 7 point on the scoreboard because you didn't gave them leverage. You can't do that with the 49ers.
They may surprise them.
Here's the thing about Dallas. They're a front runner team. If you let them get out and get a lead on you, you're in trouble. But if you come out and you punch them in the mouth and you get them down, they're a totally different team. That's basically what it'll come down to.
Because one thing about them, Daryl, they ain't no coach. The coach don't stop until the time hits 0.
I was just gonna say we're a 5-quarter team.
I'll say this about Dallas, and I hate to admit it, but Dallas will play to the end.
Yeah.
You can have a 14-point lead. You don't sit on it. Don't sit on it, because they are opportunistic and they will take advantage of any mistake that you make. I give them that. I've seen that over the years where I thought they was down and out and ain't no way, and some kind of way they get a turnover, and next thing you know they riding high again. So no, it's gonna be a 60-minute game.
But I'm gonna tell you, when Dallas played us and they had that 0 on their screen, they underestimated the Colts. They came in there because they knew that they were going to beat the Colts. And T. Will, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
I'm not going to sit up there and say anything.
He said he don't remember that 23.
What I'm doing is I'm making a mental note of this whole little segment. I ain't saying nothing. This has been for the last 20 minutes. I've been listening. It's been a Bash the Cowboys segment. I ain't said a word. Tomorrow night. Only thing I ask is that when we do the follow-up show after tomorrow's games, have the same enthusiasm and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Now, T Wiz, I didn't bash y'all. I said y'all might surprise them.
Yeah, but you said that. But Miss Sabrina was talking about the 0 and they took us for granted and blah 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 blah. If Dak throw 2 interceptions, she'd have went from. Now we on here to talk about and try to build your team up, but you taking this whole segment to down mine.
We done built our team up.
But all I'm saying
we
is,
built our team up. Everybody except for Daryl. I'm on your side, T. Will.
Look, how he build your team up? He called your team irrelevant.
Exactly.
Huh?
He said you got five fans in the fan club. I mean,
that's not real. Those are facts. Those are facts.
I ain't saying it's
0-23 is a fact.
That was facts. I remember when Sean. Look. I was there when Sean first started that fan club. I know how many fans y'all had. I know. Look. We had our own fan club, and when y'all used to come visit, it was 5 of y'all. Okay, it was 5.
It ain't
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It was 7.
Okay, 7.
It was 7 faithful.
Okay, 7. But don't say I'm saying y'all irrelevant. I said that it wasn't that many.
We grew to 35 coming out to clicks. I'll send you the photos.
That must have been way okay. But look, it's not about that.
Just last year, you ain't been following the 901. You talking about back?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying years ago. I'm talking about years ago when it first started. Naturally, when you build a new fan club, you got to build up the members. You let that guy up there in the corner sit up there and try to cause a rip, because I didn't say y'all was irrelevant. This man sit up there and changing the narrative and all that type of stuff. Y'all should know me by now from talking that. If I'm gonna say what I mean, I'm gonna say what I mean.
I can tell you exactly what you said. You said you give props to loyal fan clubs that have been irrelevant. That's what you said. That's exactly what I said.
There have been irrelevant. Teams that have been irrelevant, and the Colts have been irrelevant. Other than the Peyton Manning days, you guys have been irrelevant. I mean, those are facts. Those are not throwing no passion. Y'all wasn't nothing with Peyton Manning. Well, when the last time the Colts had a good team?
When we had Andrew Luck, we had a good team.
See how he turned on y'all? See how he turned on y'all?
We even went to the playoff with Old Man Rivers.
We did.
And the Bills put us out first round. We got out the same round y'all did. First round, same year.
He just succeeded. He got y'all. He just succeeded. He got y'all to turn it.
Luck got us to the
Hey,
playoffs.
what you said? What you said? Facts. We know the facts.
He just succeeded.
Luck got us to the playoffs. So we are something without Peyton Manning. Once again,
Right, Luck
y'all are
did
just
and
talking
Rivers.
on a quarterback. We are here as a coach. We're not just a bandwagon for a quarterback. We love the coach.
Yeah,
And that's what I said.
But give us credit. I mean, we can't. I mean, we ride with our team like y'all ride with y'all team. I mean, other than I know Jonathan Taylor, I know Anthony Richardson, Michael Pittman. That's probably as far as I know that team.
Daryl, you don't know
Don't invest in them. We got a good tight end, Mo Alley Cox. We
You
got
didn't
some-
know
Oh
T.Y.
yeah, Mo Alley, yeah. I mean, but he's not fantasy relevant.
Leonard, even though he didn't change his name 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, but I mean, those guys aren't fantasy relevant. They're not fantasy relevant. There's nobody I'm picking up on my fantasy team that I need to watch.
You don't have to. We're gonna come back to this 8:35 in the middle of the season.
Oh yeah. It's definitely gonna be that. We
So
gonna
give
go
me
back.
so now you don't have. I know you said at the rep your team, you're optimistic procrastinator.
I don't procrastinate. That's not in my spirits at all.
Yeah, wrong word. But prognosticator. You gave the Colts a record of what?
No, Marquell gave the Colts a record of 9-7. I just told him I felt like we would be top of our division. That's what.
So
I
it don't
said.
matter.
I still believe we will be top of our division.
9-7 might get you there.
I don't.
9-7 might get you there.
I don't care what gets us there. And then let us go on it.
I mean, come on now. I'm just looking at it now. If you're 2-2, 9-7 is not that far away. That would be that. I mean, it
ain't that far away.
As long as you're on top of your division, I mean, that's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters. As long as we make back to the top, that's gonna give them some hope and all the fans some hope. And next year when Anthony Richardson get all the way down into it,
and he will be no longer a rookie.
Sabrina.
Daryl, you talk bad about him about he needs to stop doing this. He is a rookie.
That's all right, Brandon. That's all right. You think you on his side, but you know.
Okay.
Y'all had a rookie at some point.
We had a rookie last year, and we made it to the NFC Championship game.
And that's good. That's because y'all got some good pieces around him.
Our rookie,
you have your pieces in place to make it.
Our rookie took us to the NFC Championship game. Not only was he a rookie, he was the last pick in the draft. He took us all the way to the NFC Championship game.
The team did.
The team.
Wait a minute. What did you just tell me? Who was the quarterback on that team?
So Brandon told you that. Stop mixing us up.
Well, somebody. Let's. I don't know if y'all want to stay with us a little longer. You're welcome to, but we have to take another quick commercial break.
I think we good. She picked the 49ers. I picked the Cowboys. So we shall see.
You picked who? You picked who? Okay, wait. Y'all finna leave.
He don't want to pick the commercial.
Y'all finna leave. No, I just want to get your official pick. Y'all official pick. Okay, so you going with the Cowboys. And me and Sabrina finna take a bag down here and bet on the 49ers, right? That's where we at? Okay. Yeah, she'll be texting me or calling me tomorrow night. Yeah, we're saying me and Daryl was right, I hope. But hey, it's been fun.
Yep.
We enjoyed you guys. We hope you come back on the show. Or are y'all staying? Or y'all, I mean, it's up to y'all, man.
No, I'm finna go. I'm gonna let y'all have y'all game.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm finna.
Yeah, we want to go. I want to go in there and watch Colorado.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna let you get to that. But we appreciate y'all coming on the show. We got your
We enjoy it.
information out here. We'll see how the rest of the season go. And like I said, we'll have some more shows and we'll definitely invite you guys on. But we appreciate you joining the show with us today.
Thank you.
Salute to y'all.
Thank y'all.
Now let's pay some bills.
Tanya Covington Realtor, a multi-million-dollar producer in the Mid-South since October 2000. She is an accredited buyer's representative, a seller's representative specialist, and committed to excellence. Tanya assists her clients with budgeting, home repairs, and the loan process, all the way to closing. Tanya exemplifies integrity, energy, hard work, and creative service in every detail of her real estate transaction. She has built a successful career in real estate for over 19 years in the Mid-South. Clients chose to work with Tanya for her full-service team, ethics, experience, and expertise. Her base is strong, full of loyal, repeat customers. And that is the reason Tanya has been so successful in this incredibly competitive sales environment. Tanya's extensive knowledge of the Mid-South residential real estate market is unparalleled. Her clients have consistently sought her advice and trusted her judgment on many deals. A woman of faith, family, and community. Tanya believes one is not defined by what he or she receives, but by what he or she gives. Please call Tanya anytime without obligation. She is ready to go to work for you today.
Tanya Covington, that's our home girl.
Make sure you give her a call. She sold me my house. She sold a lot of my family members their house and a lot of other people's in the Mid-South area. Give her a call. She not only cares about selling you a house, she cares about you and try to get your situation up, whether it's your credit, whatever. So she takes you through the entire process from A to Z. So I highly, highly recommend her on behalf of In the Clutch Sports.
870-5337. That's Tanya Covington. She's licensed in Tennessee and Mississippi. Call her 901-870-5337. Now, oh man, look, and I hate to say this. You know, we did a lot of football talk today, not only on the show, also at where we was at earlier today. I like talking to those young ladies.
They're very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. I love to talk to knowledgeable people. And ain't nothing more attractive than a woman that knows her sports.
And they seem to know it pretty good.
Yeah, they know it pretty good, and they don't back down. So I like that. I like that. And they were excellent people on the show and did a wonderful job. And salute to the 901 Colts fan club. And we gave you that information if you wanted to join them. We got it here on the screen again. Shalina, which is the president. Sabrina is the vice president. Marquel is the president of public relations. And also would like to throw a big shout out to the founder of the 901, which is my guy, Sean, now residing in Dallas, Texas. So they're up and coming group. Seems like that they got a lot of integrity and they love their team. So for those that want to join and those that are Colt fans, the information is now on the screen.
You know, Joe also part of that fan club too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Joe. DJ chose one. Yeah, Joe. I think Joe might. I don't know if he's the official DJ, but yeah, Joe. He do stuff with them.
Oh, he ain't the mascot. He ain't the ass.
See, man, like. You don't do Joe like that, man. Don't do
man,
Joe.
Joe just tagged us on Facebook, man, with Dak holding something in his hand. He just, you have to, that joke is something else. But
he said he wasn't gonna bother y'all this year.
Man, just look on my page a week ago. He tagged a bunch of us on there. Got Dak taking something out the oven or something. Man. I didn't even look at it. I just saw the alert.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. He was Dak was passing out turnovers.
Yeah, he's passing out turnovers or something. Yeah, so like I said, yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Look, now we finna get into the meat of the why we having this podcast in the first place. I was hoping both teams would be 4-0 going into this game. As usual, the Cowboys let us down. But that's okay.
Huh?
Because they came back and they destroyed the Patriots, and it enlightened the fans that now they feel like we're back. We're gonna beat the 49ers. We have a legitimate chance. Arizona was just a bump in the road, just an anomaly.
Yep, all that is accurate. Yep.
So looking at it, did you know this? Since you said I don't. Do you know what the all-time record is between Dallas and the 49ers?
What is that going to mean in relation to tomorrow's game?
Well, you said I don't do stats.
Well,
So
you did stats, but I'm asking you what do those stats mean for tomorrow?
It depends on
How is those past stats going to help you tomorrow?
It's not going to help me tomorrow. Oh,
okay,
you know what?
So why say it? So why say
the last two games will help me tomorrow because it's not already planted that seed of doubt in the Dallas Cowboy fan base.
Gotcha.
But for those out there that might want to, do you want to know?
Man, hey, you the head of the show, man. Put your stats out there. Give us all this bulletin board material.
I know it ain't bulletin board material.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it's not bulletin board material. I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
It kind of put things into perspective.
Okay.
The all-time record between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers is 19, 19, and 1.
Interesting.
Very. I thought that was interesting. As I'm doing my research, I'm looking back and I'm saying it just goes to show, in it we even. So these games can go either way. It's fun to sit on here and bash you guys, and I know y'all have the same pleasure in bashing us. And Sunday night, one of us gonna be happy, the other one gonna be a little disappointed, a little sad. But it's it's all in fun and games. Me and you, we rib on each other, but we do it in a way that's it's fun. It ain't we don't go too far with it. I give you 24 hours to calm down and that's fine.
Yeah.
But in reality, and we're gonna talk a little smack, just a little bit. We ain't gonna spend too much time doing it because we almost at 2 hours that quick. But the game could really go either way. And I think with any game, when you got a rivalry game like this, it's gonna come down to I feel like it's gonna come down to turnovers. More than likely, whichever team win the turnover battle is the team that's gonna win this game.
I agree. I totally agree.
No, it does. It
Go ahead and read off your notes, guys. If you see him looking down, he's written notes. And the reason why he's looking at notes, if you look at me, I know this stuff already. If you see Daryl looking down a lot or looking to the side, it's because earlier today we were together and I told him he better have his stuff ready because I was coming after him. And if you notice, he's looking to the left or to the right, or he's looking up, he's looking down, he's writing notes and stuff. He's trying to make himself relevant and all that type of stuff right there. If you look at me, I've been looking straight at you. I've been talking from the hip. It is what it is. This stuff is in me. I know it. I know it. That's the reason why I tell you all these stats and stuff that he's got. He just probably got this within the last hour before the show came on. So this is stuff that he doesn't know. Proceed.
Well, actually, this is stuff that once we decided to do the show, I looked up some stuff that I was interested in and I wrote it down.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You said I probably did it an hour ago. I did it a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
just, I like
so you don't remember what you did 2 weeks ago and you still got to look at your notes from 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I mean, you hadn't been programming in your head that I remember.
What did you eat? What did you eat 2 weeks ago?
Huh?
What did you eat 2 weeks ago?
I ate some eggs for breakfast. I ate some grits for breakfast. I ate some lunch. Stopped and got me some cold cuts and some crackers. I know exactly. See, I know exactly what I did and what I ate.
Oh, you know exactly what you ate last Saturday. I mean, 2
Yes,
Saturdays ago.
yes, because I eat the same thing for breakfast.
Okay,
So
well,
I know.
this is not information that I'm going over every day that I would know that. Yeah, I ate 2 eggs for breakfast and I ate some
Well,
cold
you
cuts.
asked me that question. I mean, you call
I'm
yourself
just
trying to
saying
call
that's
me out, trying to see could
you
I
know.
remember?
I mean,
Could
you
I
can make
remember?
it up. You could easily make that up.
Well, did it
You could
sound like I
easily
made it up? I
you
gave you
could
an answer.
easily
I
make
gave
that
you
up.
an answer just like that. I gave you an answer just. I
Oh,
didn't. I didn't stutter.
I can give you an answer just like that. That don't mean that it's
But you got to
accurate.
look. But you got to look down to give me an answer. You got to look at your notes.
That's
So
why.
so continue reading your notes.
That's why you take notes.
Okay.
Is that not why you take notes so you can be prepared? Because
Okay.
if we going in to a battle, aren't you supposed to be prepared?
Yeah.
You know what? These are just statistics relevant to the history of Dallas and the 49ers.
Okay.
If we just want to specifically talk about the game, I don't need any notes for that. I don't saw all I need to see about the Dallas Cowboys to make a determination on what I think is going to happen in the game. So I could put this down. This don't even that don't even matter.
Okay. Well, you care to put a friendly wager on the game?
Make it light on yourself.
No. I want to embarrass you. I don't want nothing monetarily. I
I
want to
don't
embarrass you. I just want to embarrass you.
need. Okay. Make it
Okay.
light.
Okay. The loser
Make
has
it
to
light.
wear the other the loser has to wear the other team's apparel on the next show.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Now, so I don't have a 49er shirt, but I'll find a hat or something. I'll find something to throw my head.
Don't worry. I have something for you.
Okay.
I
So
have
you
something
hear
for you.
so ladies and gentlemen, you hear that. The next event, I mean, not for a segment. I mean for the whole entire show.
No, I can't be the whole show now.
No. You think some people may not catch the beginning of the show or the middle. I want somebody that can, whenever they tune in, that they see this. I don't want they got to
Uh,
wait 2 minute mark to watch Daryl put it on or whatever. I don't want to see that. I want you to be embarrassed and I want you to wear it the entire show. And we're going to talk about things, and they're going to sit up and look at you like a damn fool. Like, well, why is this guy talking about that? But he got a Dallas hat on. I want people the new members to try to come over to try to see what's going on. And that way, when they go to ask it in the chat or calling in, well, Daryl, I thought you were the 49ers. And then we can explain how all this took place for the new people that don't know what's going on. So that's the bet that I want to make.
okay. First off, you know I don't even like making bets on these games because I just
Well,
it,
you're doing all this talking, man. I just want you to put your money in your mouth. You're playing in San Francisco. You're the undefeated 4-0 49ers. I mean, it's a guaranteed win-win for you. I mean, it's so.
no. Nothing is guaranteed.
Oh, yes, it is, man.
Nothing's
According to you, oh, yes,
guaranteed.
it is, man.
No,
I
nothing
just
is
really feel
guaranteed.
like that you're right about everything. I think it's, man, look.
I just started off and I said this game could go either way.
Yeah, but I just got a feeling, man, that you right about everything, man. I think playing at home with you got Purdy-itis and you got all this stuff going on, man, and you're playing at home and all that stuff. I just think, man, you just primed to put a whooping on the Cowboys, man. So why not take that bet and I'll just be in the San Francisco 49er, whatever, man, for the next show, man. I mean, you talking this smack to the fans. They looked at early in the segment. You done downed them. We were pretenders. I mean, you talked about us the entire show. So to these fans out here looking, show them that you a man. Show them that you a man.
That doesn't prove anything. That doesn't
Yes, it
prove.
does, man. Show them you a man.
That doesn't prove that you're a man. That be testosterone talking. That be that's no. By not doing it, that don't prove that you're a man or not a man. I don't like betting on these games. Like if it was a sure
it ain't no
thing,
money. What are you losing? I just want your pride. I want your pride.
I know
That's all
you
I
do.
want.
I know you do.
That's all I want. Because what I was going to do, what I want to do is I want to get you to do that bet so I can do a screenshot picture, and I just want to make it my profile picture. I want to keep it. I want to. I just want to do some things with that you never thought could be done with a screenshot. So I mean, oh, you can do that all you want, brother. I just be a man and take the bet, man. I mean, just take the bet.
Y'all,
It's the same old Cowboys, man. Real
until
mistake waiting to happen.
Until you, that's true. Until you said be a man and do it, I was really ready to take the bet, but I don't bow down to peer pressure like that. So I'm a pass on that.
Well, guys, y'all see what happened. Y'all, he weaseled his way out of this one.
No, that's not weaseling my way.
No problem. I understand, Daryl. I understand. You're scared. You're scared, and you got a reason to be. You got a reason to be.
What is the reason?
The thing about me in the T wheel of the past, I would be bragging and say what we're gonna do to you, how we're gonna dog you out, what's this and this. I'm not saying all that. I'm gonna let the actions do the talking tomorrow night, 7:00. So I know Cynthia's got her group going up there. They're already up there taking over Levi Stadium. I'm asking all the Cowboy fans that's in the Santa Clara area, in the California area. I promise you, when that game come on Sunday night, and when that young lady start to sing that Sunday night football song, you're gonna see a sea of blue in that crowd. I got a feeling that we're gonna take over that stadium. I got a feeling that we're gonna take over the stadium. Cowboys would be in that stadium taking over.
Y'all can't do like we do, y'all. Like we took over your stadium. You're not gonna come and take over our stadium. You can forget that.
Okay. I bet you half of that crowd be Cowboys. What you bet?
How can we judge that?
Because you better tell. The whole game.
You will have a section. You'll have a section. I ain't denying that. You'll have a section.
A section?
Yeah, you'll have a section.
Man, we're gonna have a whole side of that stadium, man. We Cowboys. No. Number one, we travel well, and then we got so many Cowboys. We in Oxnard, dude. We do. That's our training camp every year. We got Cowboy fans all up in the California area, dude. We gonna half the stadium is gonna be blue.
I can't see that.
Half of the stadium is gonna be blue, man.
Okay, so why y'all? So how is it that we can come to your stadium, your home stadium, and we can take over half? I don't get that.
I ain't say that, dude. I'm just telling you. Tomorrow's game is at Levi. It's not in Dallas. Why are you talking about what's happening in Dallas Stadium? Why? We're playing at Levi Stadium tomorrow.
Tomorrow's just different.
I'm just saying, man.
Give me a score.
Cowboys 24, 49 17. And I think the game is going to definitely go down to the fourth quarter. I'm thinking this is going to be one of those games that we probably be possibly trailing by 4 to 6 points going into the fourth quarter. And all those Dak naysayers, I think he's going to prove everybody wrong, and he's going to lead us down to a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter. I'm saying the Cowboys 24, 49ers 17.
So you confident in your defense?
I don't feel like I feel like that this defense is going to stop. I think the main goal is going to stop your receivers. I think McCaffrey may have a field day, but I would rather pick my poison. I just don't want those receivers to get deep past us on their routes and let Purdy have a great day. If I had to pick my poison, I'd rather for them to play back and play zone defense or whatever to stop those receivers. I think they got.
You don't even really have a deep threat.
I don't mean a deep threat. I'm talking about you got great route runners and precision route runners in IU and your boy over there, Debo. They scare me as far as their intelligence and their route running and all that. And I still think that a zone or whatever to keep those guys out, which means that if you're going to take those people out of the game, you're going to concentrate on keeping those guys out of the game, you got to give up something. And I think that we rather give up McCaffrey and let him do a little damage just to keep the game manageable. So if we can do that and play ball control football, I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game with both of those defenses. So I think both teams will get a field goal. Both teams get a couple touchdowns. I just think we'll get an additional touchdown at the end in the fourth quarter to win the game.
So you're saying that y'all gonna go against what y'all normally do to try to get the win?
Yeah, we got to make changes. Don't you know we just lost our safety for the year to torn ACL, so you got to make changes.
Okay, and
Because
I don't think that would be the changes I would make though.
Well,
I
you
think
think I trust you or Dan Quinn? You think I trust you or Dan Quinn? I think Dan Quinn. I think he knows what's best for the Cowboys, and I'll trust his decision. I don't listen to what you say. So whatever he decides to do,
I mean, you really don't have a choice. It's not like you can say, "Hey, let Daryl come up with a scheme for us."
Exactly. So that's my score.
We'll critique it after the game to see. First off, did he do it? I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I would continue to play like I'm playing.
That's you, man. I mean, but why you worry about our game plan?
Because we're playing you.
I mean, but who cares about what your opinion of what we should do against you?
I mean, I thought this was an opinionated show, so I thought I was able to voice my opinion.
Yeah, well, you can voice your opinion, but it don't mean anything. I mean, what you're saying, we're not going to do what you say that what you think that we should do against y'all.
No, as a person that's on this podcast and we analyzing the game, I'm just making a statement that I think from the Cowboys' perspective, what they should do is this. Same thing. I'm saying the same thing about what I think the 49ers should do.
Okay. So what is your score?
I'm looking more 31-24, 31-28, somewhere along there.
Okay. So you don't think the defenses is going to be showing up tomorrow to giving up that type of points? That means at least both teams going to get 4 touchdowns, and I don't see that happening.
What I see from us, I don't see your defense. I don't see your defense stopping us for 4 quarters. I see us scoring at least a touchdown each quarter. I don't see our defense, based on what I've seen over these first 4 weeks, I don't see us completely shutting you down, because I feel like we don't have that we gonna shut them out mentality. I think we had it, okay, we're gonna play, we're it's a bend don't break type of defense. So based on that, we might get up. Y'all might get some garbage points or whatever. So I think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Okay, well, but you saying it's gonna be a high scoring game, but you're saying it's pretty much gonna be a blowout based off what you just said. Even though the score is gonna end up being
31-24, 31-28. It's not a blowout.
Yeah, it's a blowout because you're saying we're going to get garbage points at the end, which means that you don't have that bend and break mentality, which means that you guys will have a big lead, but you guys will give us some garbage points at the end to make the score respectable. Yeah, so that means if you mean that means that you guys are pretty much going to dominate the game.
Well, I think we are. I mean, I can see us. Well, say that. I can see it. I mean, I said it. I can see us. I mean, I ain't go quarter by quarter, but I can see us going up 17-3. Y'all make it 17-10. We make it 24-10. I can see it going somewhere like that.
Okay. So we have a bet.
Oh, why do you keep talking about a bet? We already discussed the bet.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, all this is nonsense, man. If you ain't gonna sit up there.
I mean, you grasping for something. You need something to hold on to.
No, because I'm in the same pickle to you. Because if I lose, that means I got to sit up there and I got to pay the rifle.
But I mean, it's funny or whatever. But I wouldn't get no joy out of you wearing my gear.
Oh, yes, you would. Yes, you would. Oh, quit lying, man. You crazy. I'll be on every thumbnail. You'll lie. You'll lie. You'll lie. No, you enjoy it. You enjoy it. But it just goes to show me that you are a little nervous about tomorrow. That just
No,
going to show me that. Yes, because if you wasn't,
not
yeah,
nervous. Not
you're
nervous.
nervous. You're
No,
nervous.
no. I already said the game could go either way. I know how these games go. I know how the history of Dallas and the 49ers go. I've lived it practically all my life. So I've seen us have a more dominant team and y'all come in and beat us. I've seen the opposite. I've seen us not being as good and going in and beating you guys. So the overall record shows that 19-19-1. So it's not about being scared. It's just knowing the history and what transpires during these games. It could go either way. So I'm not. If we lose, I ain't gonna get too low. If we win, I ain't gonna get too high.
Okay. So, do you have any kind of?
You don't seem you trying to make a bet, but you don't seem like we gonna do this or we gonna do that either.
Well, if I didn't, I wouldn't say let's make a bet. I ain't just trying to give no bet away. So I'm confident.
I'm
confident. I don't brag. I don't brag anymore because usually when I sit up there and brag,
anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Anymore.
At least I'm man enough to say that. I don't brag anymore because it's always come back to bite me when I sit up there and brag and say what we are going to do and all that. I'm not doing all that. I'm just showing you confidence. I'm just showing you I'm confident that we'll be fine tomorrow. I'm just confident.
That's the same thing with me. I don't feel comfortable making a bet on these games. I just don't. And it's not because I'm scared or whatever. I don't like betting on these games.
Okay, well, like I said,
but you're saying, you're basically saying you're going to hold our offense to 17 points. I just can't see that.
This is a different Dallas defense that you guys haven't seen over the past 2 years. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's different?
Even though we've lost another year of continuity, a nice draft, a couple of good acquisitions, this is totally different. Another year up under Dan Quinn. I just feel like that the defense. I'm not going by what happened last week at Arizona. Yeah, we took Arizona for granted. Arizona's not a better team than us, but Arizona's been playing hard against whoever they played this year. They played hard against y'all for a little while. I think that they under Dobbs quarterback, and they've been playing with a lot of heart. So you just can't take Arizona for granted. But did the Cowboys went in there overlooking them, thinking, "Hey, we the Cowboys and we gonna win the game"? Yeah, they did that, and they got embarrassed. It should be. The better team won that day, and hopefully they won't have that mentality going there taking teams for granted. The teams they should be beating, and they go in there laying an egg. Hopefully they'll rectify that and don't take this stuff for granted anymore.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's the same. It's the same story year in and year out, though. You making the same argument for the same thing that happens year in and year out.
Okay, well, like I said,
the great teams don't lose games like that.
Okay, so y'all are great, right?
We're a pretty good team right now.
I said great.
No, I said
are you great?
I said we are a pretty good team right now.
Okay,
we're one of the better teams in the NFL right now, from top to bottom. We are a contender to make.
And you got Smitty here, just constantly putting these chats out of here, talking about the 49ers and Dan Quinn 2 years in a row. Will you also put 2 years in a row that you guys got knocked out the NFC Championship? Can you put that 2 in a row on there too? If you're gonna keep putting 2-0 about Dan Quinn and 2-0 about y'all beat us the last 2 years, can you also put 2-0 that you went to the NFC Championship game and lost? Can you put that on there too? Just be fair. I'm just asking you to be fair. I can take everything that you put out there. I agree, but also put that you 0-2 the last couple of years in the NFC Championship game. Just put that out there, and we'll call it even.
0-2 in what? The NFC Championship game, right?
Yes, last 2 years. Yeah. I'm just asking them to do that. I've been taking all the smoke.
So you want you?
Smitty been out there just talking about the Cowboys.
You wouldn't be okay with it,
huh?
You're not okay You wouldn't
No.
be okay with that though, right?
You know where my stance is on that. If
Okay,
I can't win, if I can't win the whole Super Bowl, I
Okay.
don't want to go. I don't want to
Okay.
proceed. I don't want to get to the NFC Championship game and lose
Okay.
it. I don't want to go to the Super Bowl and lose.
So-
If I knew, if I had a crystal ball and knew that we weren't going to win it all, I don't want to win.
Well, if we had a crystal, see that's so why should we acknowledge that we lost twice based on what
I'm
you said?
telling you based off of what the chat is saying to me.
I'm
Don't
saying
keep telling me about 0-2 Dan Quinn and y'all beat us the last 2 years. Okay, talk about the 0-2 that you lost to Philadelphia in the last 2 years in the NFC Championship.
We're not talking about the 49ers against Philadelphia, though. We're talking about the 49ers against Dallas. We're talking about head-to-head competition. And head-to-head
ain't no chat finna talk crazy to me about the Cowboys and that, and they gonna talk about, let's talk about the 0-2 in the NFC Championship. As soon as you put that on there, then we can talk.
That's not what we're discussing. The matchup between Dallas and the 49ers. Why you want to bring the Eagles in? Why you want to bring the Rams in?
I'm
Why
talking about the chat. I'm talking about the chat.
The
if chat is talking about the chat,
is talking about Dallas.
The chat can't tell me nothing until they tell me they 0-2 in the NFC Championship last 2 years.
Is the chat saying anything about y'all didn't win the division? Is the chat saying y'all lost to Philly? It's not saying that.
I'm not saying that anyway.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about versus.
No.
San Francisco 49ers versus the Dallas Cowboys.
It's going, you know what? I really can't. I can't wait till tomorrow, man. I can't wait to get this up because even I don't care what happens after anything. Tomorrow, if the Cowboys are fortunate enough to beat the juggernaut, to beat the 49ers in Levi Stadium, man, come on.
Why would it be fortunate if you think they're gonna win?
No, I'm just saying. According to y'all, you know, it's highly unlikely that we were going to win that game tomorrow. So I'm gonna let you guys run with that. But just in case y'all wet to bed and lose that ball game, I don't want to hear any excuses. And we're gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna have to follow up on this show. If you know, win or lose, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have to dissect it. And don't get mad, okay? I'm just saying.
I mean, that's the same thing for you, though.
I don't get upset no more, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
I don't get upset no more. You know, I've done that. I told you earlier in the show, man. I don't do all that no more because I don't expect it. I'm from the show me state now. I love my team. I'm gonna support them to the end. But I don't expect nothing until you just got to show me. I'm from the show me state. Show me what you're gonna do. Show me that you're different from last year. Show me all that. I don't get upset about all that no more.
Yeah, but you just said everything different.
Yeah, everything's different, and I feel a calmness. I feel a calmness about it because I feel like.
But you know what ain't different? You know what ain't different?
What ain't different?
Your quarterback.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Ain't nothing different.
I get it. And he's gonna be the one that's gonna be the difference that brings us back in the fourth quarter. And you're gonna say, man, you was just like psychic, man. You said that. So I want everybody to remember this little segment right here. That if it happens, who called it? Who had the premonition? Who called it? Who spoke it into existence? Okay.
So when it don't happen, what you gonna say?
If it don't happen, I mean, it don't happen. What can I say? But I'm saying we all have an opinion. We all have an opinion, and that's in my gut. That's what I'm feeling. That's why I said 24-17.
Because you feel like that's what you need to build the confidence in your quarterback. He needs a comeback win in order to solidify himself as the quarterback y'all need him.
Because he can do good tomorrow and do what I asked him to do tomorrow and come back and wet to bed the following week. So no, this is
how many years Dak been in the league?
What, about 6, 7, maybe?
Okay. So in those 7 years, has he showed you what you asking for?
For the most part, yeah. If you go back and look at if you go do your research on the most quarterback wins in the last 7 years, he's one of the top 5.
How many playoff wins he got?
We're talking about total wins in the thing.
How many?
You want to talk about playoffs? because if you want to talk about playoff wins, we can get back to this NFC Championship where you guys have been 0-2, and then
Okay,
you went to the, and then you can go back to the Super
how,
Bowl
how
that
many
you lost, and then you
how
go
many
back to the
how
Super
many
Bowl
how
that you
many
lost to Ray Lewis.
how,
I mean,
how
so
many
it's a lot of things.
how many NFC championships game? How many NFC championship games do we have?
None.
So you.
Which means he has how many Super
Yeah,
Bowls?
so that
Which
means
means
he ain't
which
showed.
means
That mean he ain't so
which
he ain't
means
showed you none. He
so
ain't
which
showed you
means that
none.
he don't have any Super Bowls. Okay, so how about y'all?
Yeah.
How many NFC titles you got in the last 5 years?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You got 3. How many Super Bowls do you have?
We can argue about
Okay.
how many wins you got. Okay, you can have. Okay, if you got 100 wins in the regular season, but you got no wins in the playoffs, what difference do that make?
Same thing with Purdy and him and Garoppolo. They win in the regular season. They get to the playoffs, win a game in the playoffs, and then they lose. They lose the biggest game of their life.
If we made it to the playoffs and we made it to the Super Bowl, then that means we got some playoff wins too.
Okay, yeah, but they don't get. It's 32 teams and it's 32 teams in football. It's 31 losers. Okay, it's 31 losers.
Okay. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose.
Exactly. So if you lose, you ain't no better than the Cowboys. We both didn't win the championship that year.
Okay, let me ask you this: Purdy 1 year, right? Made it to the NFC Championship game, right?
Lost it, right?
Dak 7 years or however many years it's been, ain't never made it past the divisional round.
Okay. So how many Super Bowls they each got? How many Super Bowls they each got? How many Super Bowls they each got? How many Super Bowls they both got?
Each one of them got 0 Super Bowls.
Okay, so that's the bottom line. Because you only known for your Super Bowls. You only known for your Super Bowls. You only known for your Super Bowls.
So if I got a quarterback in Purdy that's played 1 year and made it to the NFC Championship game versus Dak Prescott that ain't never made it out of the divisional round of the playoffs, that's comparable?
Yeah. We both ain't got 0 championships. You only known by your championships. 49ers got 5 Super Bowls. We got 5 Super Bowls.
Okay, so what difference does it make that Dak is a top 5 winner, quarterback winner, and wins?
I was just answering your question when you asked me. You asked me what kind of person was. I said he total wins in quarterbacks over the course of the last 7 years.
But you said championships what matter.
Right.
So your answer to that should have been, well, he ain't won no championships.
Okay. Well, same thing with Purdy. Same thing with Garoppolo.
The 100 wins don't matter. It don't matter if you rank 5th in wins. You ain't.
Okay.
You could say
the 49ers rank. The 49ers rank 3rd in wins, but they still ain't got a Super Bowl out of it. So I mean, it's the same thing.
3rd in wins, what?
I mean, 3rd or 2nd in total wins over the course of the last 7 years. They always win 10 games plus every year. They still ain't got no Super Bowls to show for it. So it's a failure for y'all too. So
I'm not. It's somewhat of a failure to 31 teams every year if they don't win the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Why?
But I got something to build on.
Okay.
We getting in the playoffs and we advancing. You can't say that.
Okay, so that makes you feel better because you built it on something, but ain't winning the big game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that don't mean shit to me.
That's what I'm saying. So
it don't mean shit to me.
You got 2 people with different mentalities. You okay with not winning in the playoffs?
Yeah, unless I know that we're going to win the Super Bowl.
You don't. That's the thing. You don't know.
No.
You don't know. We don't know who gonna win. We don't know what team gonna run through the playoffs and win the Super Bowl. If we knew that, then that would take away everything. That'll take away the suspense. That's why I keep saying you can't. You banking on a quarterback that has never done it. It's not a rookie. It's not a 2 or 3 year person. He's been there 7 or 8 years, and he's never advanced past the divisional rounds of the playoffs.
Okay. How long Garoppolo been with the 49ers? How long has Garoppolo been there?
Garoppolo was there. What he took us to the Super Bowl his 2nd year.
Did he win it?
He didn't win it.
Okay. So after that, after he took you to the Super Bowl and you didn't win it, he took you again, right? Before Purdy took over, right? To the NFC Championship, right?
No.
To the NFC Championship. Oh yeah, yes.
No. He didn't take us to the Super Bowl. Not to the Super Bowl.
I didn't say that. I said the NFC Championship after the Super Bowl appearance. That's what I said.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Don't mix my words.
No.
I know exactly what I'm saying.
You said back to the Super Bowl.
No, I didn't say back to the Super Bowl. I said to the NFC Championship game after that Super Bowl appearance. These fans know. Yeah, I'm right. Because Purdy took over last year, okay, for him, okay? Okay. In both of those appearances, you went to the NFC Championship and you didn't make it. Okay. So my point is that you guys came and sat on the couch just like we did. Only thing about it, we sat on the couch a little bit longer. It's no different.
It is a difference.
No difference.
It's a big difference. Because after 7 years, you're not showing any type of we can do this next year, or we got faith, or we got hope that we can do this next year. Y'all ain't got that. Okay.
Well, we just tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah. So once again, it ain't gonna matter if you even if you win tomorrow, you already know once we get to the playoffs, it's gonna be if y'all beat us tomorrow.
See, you jumping the gun. This podcast was only supposed to be about what's going to happen tomorrow. This podcast ain't about what's going to happen at the end of the year or what's going to see you dragging this stuff out. This podcast was only supposed to be for the game, the hype for the game tomorrow, not for what's going to happen afterwards. Okay, just talking about the game tomorrow.
Okay, but you the one bringing up NFC Championship.
I bring it up. No, I base it off of the comments. But that's
what I'm saying.
Let's talk about tomorrow.
You're really not confident. And that's okay. That's fine.
I'll tell you what.
If I had your quarterback, I wouldn't be confident either.
Okay, let me ask you a question. And let's just tell all the fans so they'll know. When can they expect to see us back with another show to talk about the aftermath of what's going to happen tomorrow?
I mean, do you need a 24-hour period to adjust?
I think I'll be fine. I don't think I would need the 24 hours.
Well, I mean, the game tomorrow's at let's just say Monday, because the game go off at probably ain't going off until 10:30, 11. People got to get up and go to work Monday morning. So, I mean, I ain't got nothing to do. I could do it. If you want to come on and do a show immediately after the game, we can do that.
No, it ain't got to be immediately after the game. No. I want to because ain't nobody.
It'll be fresh then.
Well, like I said,
it ain't got to be long. It ain't got to be long.
No. We ain't finna do that because I got to get up and I go to work very, very, very early.
That's right.
So I ain't finna do that. But I would love to sit up there and talk about it and keep it fresh and talk about it that Monday. Even if it ain't but a quick 30 minutes or whatever, and just
that'll give you 24 hours to calm down and get yourself together. That's fine. We can do that.
Okay, that's fine. But I just want to sit up there and do that. And like I said, for all of the Cowboy fans is up there, stay mentally tough. I know you up there taking them.
Where are all these folks that was hammering me on Facebook? Where JC at? Where Philip at? Where all see, that's how you know. It took a while. It took a while. But it's finally sinking into y'all that y'all ain't what y'all thought y'all were all these years. That's sad.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I
can hold my own. I think I'm pretty good. I think I can hold my own. I don't need no backup. So like I said.
No, what I'm saying is, and it go for the 49er fans too that said they were coming on the show. It go for them too. What I'm saying is, don't talk all that smack, then don't come on here and stamp it. But then tomorrow, if we lose tomorrow, then you all on my timeline talking about how you beat us. See, I don't like that. That's all I'm saying. Don't face it up now. Take your butt whooping whichever way it go as a man the next day, but don't wait until the game over. Then you
wait and then want to talk. Oh yeah.
See, don't do that. Now, this is what I'm gonna say. For all the people who was talking all this stuff, all the people that was talking all this stuff, don't hit my timeline if we lose. I'm telling you that right now. It ain't. I'm be like you now, Terry. It ain't gonna be pretty.
No, yeah,
It ain't gonna be
it would.
pretty.
Yeah,
Because you had your opportunity to come on now and say whatever it was that you had to say.
mm-hmm.
So I just want to put that out there.
And say I don't have to worry about that because I have to prove what's going to be on my timeline anyway. So
I need to find it
yeah. So that part, I ain't going with. But what as being a part of a good sport is the Joes of the world, the ignorant ones that put stuff all the time. I just go ahead and accept that and let them sit up there and go ahead and do it. But I don't say nothing to nobody about their team or do that. I just sit up there and do me. But I have a problem with after the fact, just like what you said, you're coming back out of the woods and now you got all this testosterone and you want to sit up there and do all that when you had the chance to sit up there and bring it to the table before the game. But you want to talk about it after the game. It's sort of like people that say complaining about voting and all that, and you hate who the people were and all that, but you didn't go vote.
You didn't go vote.
So
but then when they get in there, you want
when they get in there, you want to crucify them and talk bad about them and all that type of stuff. So I sort of equate that to the same type of situation. Don't, if you ain't on the bandwagon, if you ain't doing your talking before the game and all that, and be a man and don't try to do it after the fact. So but I'm good. I think we had a good show. Thank to them 901 Cowboy fan, 901 Colts, I'm sorry, for joining the show. It's going to be a hell of a game tomorrow. I really believe that. I'm actually looking forward to it. I really wish it was a 3 o'clock game versus a 7:20 game. I'm one of them people, man, that I can't stay up. My body can't stay up long. I'm in the bed early and all that. So if I'm sitting up there laying down or whatever watching the game, man, a lot of times on Sunday Night Football, I'll be gone by halftime. And even with my team game, I think I will find a way to keep myself up tomorrow. But
you'll be up tomorrow. Because like I said, I don't think it's gonna be a game that it get out of control one way or another. I don't think. I think it's gonna always be close enough where you can say my team got a chance, like they were saying earlier. All we need is a interception. All we need is a fumble. All we need is this or need that. I think it's gonna be that type of game. So I mean, it's fun to talk smack and stuff. It's the only thing I don't like is that you got my running back on your fantasy roster. So it's gonna be hard for me not to cheer for him.
I need you to cheer. I need you to cheer for him.
As I'm cheering for him, I'm gonna really be like, damn, he just constantly getting Terry points. That's what I don't want to happen. But hey, I take the real win over the fantasy win.
Well, I tell you what, I want to win at least one of them. Either the real game or the fantasy matchup. So if I can go 1-1, I can take it because I think in that fantasy game, man, you got 4 people. You got 4 in that Sunday night game. So I need to have a nice lead because you got the 49ers defense, you got Purdy, you got the wide receiver, and then you got Dallas tight end. So you got 4 people to McCaffrey. So I need to build a sizable lead going into Sunday night.
Terry, come on, man. You know you looking pretty good against me right now. Come on now.
Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, you got them folk, man. Hey, them folk people right there, man, can give you 100 points.
Come on, Terry.
If the 49ers defense show up and can give you 30, 40 points by itself and all that, and Purdy 3-4 touchdowns and all that, I mean, it can happen.
I already told you I'm predicting between 24 and 28 points from Dallas, so that ain't gonna happen. Come on now.
Well, I'm just saying, you guys can get a bunch of sacks. You said Dak gonna make a few turnovers, so we gonna see. I'm just glad. I need to get as many points as I can during the early games.
I'm sure you will.
Anyways, I need them. I need 2 to go off, whatever, because that division we got, man, it's gonna be rough. So I'm just, I don't know. It's just so unpredictable, but it's rough. And you get caught up looking at those projections, and those projections 9 times out of 10 don't even come to pass. So
yeah, I try not to pay attention to them. I just put my lineup in, which is good for me because I don't really have I don't have too many decisions to make. Only decisions I got to make now is which defense to go with, because I've been kind of suspect on Cleveland, but they don't gave me more points, but I hadn't been playing them.
Oh, you got them on the bench?
Man, I don't have them on the bench every week, and they don't score more points than the 49er defense every week.
Okay. So are you thinking about taking 49ers out and putting the Cleveland in for this week?
I can't. Cleveland on a bye this week.
So you're forced to sit up there.
I'm forced to play the 49er defense against the Cowboys. You know I wouldn't have had them in against the Cowboys. Come on, man.
Wow. So that was a forced move. I'm happy to hear that.
No, I ain't. It is what it is, though.
Okay,
hey.
well, we got Smitty talking about 30, keep saying 37-20 49ers. 37-20. It's just bulletin board material. Cowboy Nation, they predicting 37-20 that y'all gonna put 37 on our, they're gonna put 37 on our defense. So we're looking forward to it tomorrow. We'll see. But I want Smitty to sit up there and keep commenting. I mean, tomorrow, I want you to, chime in Monday. I want you to chime in Monday and see if them 37 is still what you predicting.
37 a lot.
That's a lot of points, man. That's
37
a lot. That's pretty much saying y'all defense ain't shit. We finna run it down your throat. We finna throw it down your throat. So we gonna see.
No, I think we're gonna run it. I think I think your Achilles heel is your run defense. I think Parsons get in too fast for you to be able to sit back and just take your time and throw the ball. But I don't think y'all can't stop a nosebleed on the ground.
Oh, okay. I got you. Got you. Okay. Yes, man. Exactly. Y'all ain't shit. Okay. All right. Okay. Talk shit all the goddamn time and don't ever back up nothing.
We need to get Smitty on the show.
Man, Smitty ain't talking about shit. Smitty do the same shit every year. Goddamn it, repping hard and goddamn looking like a damn fool at the end of the year. All the time. So I'm gonna let Smitty keep talking. I'm gonna let him keep talking. Who God and all this and all that. I can't wait. I'm so glad all this stuff is taped and you can go back and see all this stuff right here. Just keep the same. Keep the same emotion. Just keep the same emotion. But anyway, man, look, we done had a great show. I done already missed an hour and a half, man, of our WWE pay-per-view, Fastlane.
Oh man. Well,
I'm trying to catch the main event and catch my girl.
Who was it?
Oh man. The baddest woman wrestler of all time, man.
Who is that? Is it who?
Huh? Bianca Belair, man.
I don't know. Look, I ain't been keeping up with no wrestling special.
Do you know who that is?
I have no idea, but I know who. Now I saw something about somebody leaving AEW coming to the WWE. Kate Cargill, is that her name?
Yeah,
but I like her.
Yeah, but Google my girl, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
What's her name?
Man, I just sit up there and said the woman name. Bianca Belair. Bianca, Bianci Belair.
I'm gonna look
Google it up. Just please Google her. Please Google her.
Oh, I definitely.
She be the best thing going the last 2 years over there.
We're gonna have to talk about what's too. What I know we're trying to get off of here, but what happened with Charlotte Flair?
I don't know. I hadn't been watching it lately, so I that's why I was trying to get out there and sort of try to. Because one thing about that is like a soap opera. You can go back and you can miss a few weeks, and you can sit up there and go back and watch something, especially at a pay-per-view, and then they'll recap what's been going on the last few weeks that lead you up until that match. So it'll bring me back to it. So I hadn't seen it in a few weeks, so I don't know what happened to her.
Yeah, they said something about I don't know. You know,
something bad.
Yeah, they were saying she got fired. They let her go or something, and Ric Flair was upset about it or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know.
You sure that wasn't under that fake news?
It might have been. I just
I
happened to
thought I
see it.
thought I remember hearing that, but I think that was on my phone, and I think that's one of them fake news pages. They be doing
Oh,
that fake news
oh,
because
okay.
they'd be a dummy to sit up there and let that woman go.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, man.
She one of the top women in that division, if not the top. So that don't sound right.
Uh,
But I'll look at that and keep you posted on that. But I enjoyed the show, man. First show back. More to come, people. Ask you to share, like, subscribe. We finna ready to try to take this thing to another level. We're gonna have a lot of
send us stuff that y'all want to talk about too. We love to talk about some of the stuff that the audience want to talk about.
you want to be a guest on the show. I mean, you can email us. You can put the email up there. You can email us. For folks that want to advertise their business, we got that going. You can also email the email address and all that type of stuff. So we're going to try to take this thing to another level and have a lot of special guests, surprise guests on the show. We ain't gonna always be talking about football. It's going to be other sports. Sometimes it's not going to be about sports. You see, the show is sports talk and more podcasts. So we'll be talking about a lot of the serious subjects, whether it's politics, what's going on in the world, celebrity news. We'll be talking about a little bit of it all. So we're just asking everybody for the support to like, subscribe, share this stuff, and we just thank you in advance.
All right. Let everybody know you have been in the clutch.
Have a great night, everyone.
Thank y'all for watching.